Again, if we're talking about the greatest players of all time, you base players off of their accomplishments. That is different. That's not the conversation we're having here. We're talking
I know
about,
that. We're talking about who's better on the
we're
basketball
talking
court.
about active players who haven't even solidified their careers yet. We're talking about who is better at basketball. That is required.
Right.
That requires that requires the conversation of skill, sir, and who's better at basketball. And the way you sitting here and lying about how it's supposedly easier to score in today's NBA, and somehow hand checking stops players from scoring, and all this other. These are all lies. We can go back to any film from the '90s when the supposedly hand checking was around. In the '80s when the hand checking around. You're not gonna find nobody being hand checked. You're not gonna find none of these things. Not only that, what you will find, and I can prove here, and I can even load up the video, is people being called for hand checking.
What video are you gonna show?
In the '90s, people getting called for hand checking Michael Jordan.
Which video are you gonna show?
I'm gonna show videos of Michael Jordan players getting called for hand checking Michael Jordan. They're gonna call fouls because somebody's hand checking Michael Jordan, putting their hands on Michael Jordan.
You're gonna bring up a specific play?
No, I'm gonna bring up multiple plays where they're gonna call hand checking.
Okay. Jordan, hand check foul, Willie Anderson.
And you can see in the lower right and the left of your screen. 3 seconds. Jordan is fouled by Gerald Wilkins.
The ball over. Austin out on Cappy. Here's Brian Williams in the hands of Jordan. And another hand check.
As you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.
This show is rated GJK. Extreme Exposure Warning. This show contains graphic images of Jordan's failures, constant critique of Jordan's game and legacy, graphic images of Zesty Jeffrey lies being exposed. This show may be offensive to Michael Jordan fans and Zesty Jeffries alike. Content is restricted to true basketball fans only.
GJK,
Grip keeper.
a shiny the exposure,
Piano dart.
organ low, archive open,
Foul on foul.
clip on clip, watch your mouth,
Stand on it.
Grip keeper,
grip keeper,
archive creeper,
archive creeping,
zesty talking,
zesty talking,
panel leaking,
panel leaking,
say he said it,
said he said it,
wet clip,
let it flip,
run it back,
let me see it,
GJK, let it separate, or Johnny pull the record,
let it meditate,
they made the name, not a name by it.
grip keeper,
Walking through a dark line, came in calm with the black fire, don't smile, whole clips in the stack pie, Lens took a step back, St. Luke, talk bone still ain't laying one hoop, blind vision saw the room get tight, no ball after the facts hit light, our money switch lanes,
toast again,
King's Speech tried to sting, got pinned, this ain't yelling, this receipts on beat, courtroom trap at the church keys deep, no walking shade, 808 knock, every lie you told got a time on the clock, they throw jokes,
he let it breathe,
then bring the footage back from underneath. Zesty Jeffers wanna live with no tape. OT in the cut like it might be too late.
run it back,
Run it back,
line for line,
line for line,
no escape,
no escape.
from your time,
They love my cool, but the rules got hoes. Move that scale every time Ron rolls. MVPs, count to Russell of driving. 5G treated like they ain't alive. Scoring count to the record got passed. Then longevity became a new man. Every standard came wrapped in fog. A Johnny peel it back, now the room go dark. You don't need volume.
he got sequence,
First claim, next claim.
show no weakness,
I don't get loud.
he let him talk,
Then the whole clip rise like chalk on the wall.
they say he does smoke,
He bring the whole out.
say he switched up,
He bring the whole out.
say he got cooked
The
up,
hub don't say no.
archive your teeth when the lights get low,
File on file.
clip on clip,
Watch your mouth.
stand on it,
This where them rules where the lies get dressed. But fake wins live off deleted mess. Click little panel.
quick little play,
Then pray nobody
save the frame,
Why don't you got eyes?
page or note,
Screen in the door.
post stream clone,
One more quote.
one fake angle,
Not a whole YouTube.
TT tango,
But Johnny don't
he
change.
waiting plot,
Cold as a vault with the folders locked. They made Crip keeper.
he made it long,
Now every zesty fear with the
archive song,
Now the ghost story, this a live autopsy. Rip criteria laid out sloppy.
GJK,
In the room, keep it clean.
for the grip, hip and dig up everything.
walking through a dark line.
GJK.
Archive open, please don't ride. Lies stay frozen.
Crypt keeper.
Walking through a dark line.
GJK.
Archive open, please don't ride. Lies stay frozen. Lies stay frozen. Lies stay frozen. Lies stay frozen. GJK. GJK. Crew keeper.
Peace and blessings, y'all. Peace and blessings. Welcome to another Friday Night Exposure with The Exposer. I'm your host, Johnny The Exposer, one half of the GOAT James Kingdom platform, where not only do we talk basketball, we actually watch basketball, and where the home of the GOAT debate is at, and where the zesty Jeffrey Cemetery resides at. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again. I want to say peace and blessings. Thank you for joining me again on another beautiful Friday night, like it's always on the GOAT James Kingdom Friday night. Let's give a shout out to a few GJK members in the building already. Shout out to my boy Marcus, repping the GOAT to the fullest. Peace and blessings, man. We know the Zesties are upset. They can't handle it. Shout out to my boy Twin Man in the building. One game away from being a champion. Shout out to my boy there, man. Oh, we got Hollywood Herm in the building. We know Herm is here early. He's ready. I already see you in the comments. Peace and blessings, Tay. It's always good seeing you, brother. Shout out to you, man. Peace and blessings. Oh, we got a Travis sighting. Shout out to Travis in the building. Peace and blessings, Travis. What's good to my boy Asante. Shout out to all the GJK assassins who probably on live on TikTok right now, doing their thing on TikTok. But also, if you are a GJK member and you are a GJK assassin, the live is available for you right now. You can get the link to the live. It's available in the GJK community, so you guys can join me. As tonight's show, we will be replaying the debate that I had with Blind Vision, aka Vision Time, on TikTok. This is supposedly one of the top dogs on TikTok about Michael Jordan and LeBron GOAT debate, and he had finally showed up on FYF, and the official GOAT happened on FYF. Well, you're gonna get to see the whole thing tomorrow on FYF Sports Debate. So shout out to everybody who's watching us on FYF Sports Debate as well. Make sure you follow FYF Sports Debate, GOAT James Kingdom, FYF Sports Debate clips, and obviously all the other associates that go along with what we do here between GJK and FYF. Again, y'all, it's the best collaboration on YouTube, and we're going to continue to give you guys great content. So please support us. Become a member of the FYF Sports Clips channel. Become a member of the GOAT James Kingdom channel. Support what we do, because we are the best at it. We're the only place where the GOAT debate could really happen, and we make sure Zesties hear about it, right? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to have that fun tonight. Now, here you go, man. Come on, Herm. Come on, Herm. We're going to have that discussion. Don't worry, the link is available for you. Come have that discussion. We're going to listen to the debate. Now, anybody who knows the debate scene with Lamont, it's very simple, right? What's up, Aaron? Peace and blessings, brother. What's good, man? Yes, we had a debate, young man. I was up there. We had a debate. I was up on TikTok. That's what we do, the TikTok takeover, the TikTok takeover live. Yes. That's what we do around here, man. So again, we about to have some fun. We about to have some fun replaying this debate, right? We about to have some fun playing this debate. Peace and blessings, y'all. Yes, man. We about to have some fun. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, because there's zesties around here wondering about my life and my wife. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my wife told me I need to wear blue, so I put on the blue, and I obviously got to represent to the fullest. Yeah. Oh yeah. Blind Vision versus Johnny. It was epic last night, ladies and gentlemen. It was epic last night, and Blind Vision was not prepared for this debate. Peace and blessing, my boy Jason Jackson's in there. What's good, brother? I don't know. I don't know what Travis has been up to, man. But shout out to Travis. It's always good to see anybody supporting me on a Friday night as usual. Thanks to all you guys. My boy Twain in the building, man. It's always a blessing, man. Hey, Johnny the Exposer is in the building, man. What's up, Deshaun? Peace and blessings, young man. It's good to see you too as well. Yeah, again, man, it's good to see y'all, man. Again, it's Friday night, and we're gonna have some fun with this. So again, last night on the TikTok takeover, I was able to have an official debate with one of the top Zesties over there on TikTok, which is one that's been on our channel before. You guys seen Vision before. I became the official, I'm not gonna say the official exposer, but my final development as the exposer was exposing Vision several years ago on GOAT James Kingdom, because he came on GOAT James Kingdom acting reckless like they always do, and I've been cooking him on his lives before, but this is on Lamont's live, and y'all know how Lamont do it. We have 3 rounds, 2-minute rounds, to give your take. Lamont puts the 3rd round as the rebuttal round. You don't have to use it as your rebuttal round, but that's what he considers his rebuttal round. But that was the debate. And obviously, Vision was upset at the end because of all the voting and how the voting process went, which, again, when you first show up on FYF Sports Debate, the voting will shock you because it is crucial, critical, critiquing of who you are as a debater. And some people are not used to hearing a bunch of dudes going at you about how you debated or what you said or what you didn't say, blah, 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 blah. But we're going to play it. We're only going to play the 3 rounds of me and Vision going back and forth. We're not anything else outside of that, because tomorrow on FYF Sports Debate, you will be able to see the entire live, and you'll see everything that transpired throughout the whole live during that debate as well. So you go check out Lamont's channel. It's already up for y'all to check it out. So make sure y'all hit the ring notifications, and again, subscribe to both channels. Support us, because we're gonna continue to do this. Everybody know the GOAT debate is the hottest topic in basketball. Some people say they're tired of it, but they have it every day. They're talking about Wemby in that fashion. They're talking about Brunson in that fashion. Everybody's legacy is predicated off of how people talk the GOAT debate. So again, peace and blessings to y'all. And if you guys are in the GOAT James Kingdom members community, you have access to live, and you can come right up and have a conversation with me, because again, this is going to be another GJK members only live. The rest of y'all could be safer in the comments, man. We're gonna have some fun here. Shout out to my boy Adrian Knight, another Zesty. I don't know if you got a chance to watch your boy get cooked last night, but again, this is what I do best, man. I put the Zesties in a box, man. You know what I'm saying? If anybody want to know how Vision is doing, he's doing just fine. He's in recovery as he's trying to figure out how he's going to be able to come back from this. They're already plotting. I already seen them plotting now. They're already plotting all over the place. But again, the Zesties should have known better than to come up here and try to disrespect the greatest basketball player to ever play, and that's obviously LeBron Ramon James, man. Yes, that was one of the greatest exposures ever. That's all they do. Yes, indeed. Yes. Y'all make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Also, y'all make sure to obviously hype GOAT James Kingdom videos. YouTube allows you to hype videos that come across your feed. Please be sure to do that and give us an opportunity to be on that leaderboard. So, without further ado, we'll get right to it. So again, y'all, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. What we're doing tonight is replaying the debate between Blind Vision and I will go ahead and give you guys my take and play-by-play, obviously, analysis. I heard somebody says that it's over for you when a Johnny actually does film breakdown of your debate with him, and that's when it's truly over. So again, welcome to a Friday night exposure with the exposer. This is exactly what Friday nights are made for. It's made to get the exposure out there, destroy Zesty Jeffrey logic, put all Zesty Jeffries, like I said, they have been identified, marked, and cataloged, place them in the Zesty Jeffrey cemetery, and round them all up and get them out of here. So let's listen to the debate as we go. Vision will go first, then I will go next. It's going to get a little hectic with Vision because they always got something to say, but never enough to say about why Michael Jordan's the GOAT.
Time is about to start. I got your 2-minute clock right here. And Vision, the conversation is, who is the GOAT of basketball? Michael Jordan. Hold on, Vision. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, your time hasn't started yet. For everybody listening, because the listeners also vote as well. The player that Vision has selected out of basketball history is Michael Jordan, and a Johnny selected LeBron James. These are the 2 people that they are arguing for, and this is who is the GOAT of basketball. Vision, your time starts now, man. Go ahead and cook.
Well, hold on now. I just want everybody to know. First of all, you said if I appeared, you would give me $100 because you need me for content purposes. Now, since you changed it, I understand you had to change it for me to win with the debate, which is no problem for me. It's going to be an easy win for me. No problem. I will accept that. Now, I am ready.
Okay. So let's put you back on the big screen. I didn't know how
get
that
the
was
RPs
relevant.
ready, by the way, for Johnny, by the way.
Your time starts now.
All right, so anyway, Michael Jordan, when you look at Michael Jordan and LeBron James, they both went to a historic bad franchise. The was Michael the franchise into a dynasty. LeBron James could not turn any franchise into a dynasty because he wasn't good enough. Michael Jordan, when you talk about criteria, winning most championships is possible. Consistent two-way ability, you can get there from the data and the film. When you talk about degree of difficulty, when you talk about competition, when you talk about the help on your team with teammates that actually produce in the playoffs, we ain't talking about all NBAs or all-stars. We talking about what these guys actually do in the freaking playoffs. And we talk about impact on the game, Michael Jordan would be the clear-cut GOAT. We're talking about a guy, Michael Jordan, with the most scoring titles of all time. I heard FYL said he don't have to go to something. Yeah, he to go to these right here. Getting the most scoring titles of all time, the most finals MVPs of all time, the most seasons being first team all NBA and first team all defense in the same damn season, Craig. We talking about the most seasons being the scoring champ and first team all NBA in the same season, Craig. We talking about the guy, the only player to ever do this, and he did this 4 fucking times. He did it in 91, 92, 96, and 1998. The only player ever to win MVP, finals MVP, win a scoring title, win all NBA first team, win all NBA defensive first team in the same damn season. LeBron never did that. Hell no. We're talking about a guy who led the greatest regular season of all time in 1988. We're also talking about a guy, the leader of the greatest season period of all time in 1996, when he led a team to a 72-10 record. Dude, they only lost 3 games in the playoffs. That is superior. That is the greatest season of all time. When you talk about the total amount of losses they only had 13 losses in that entire season. That is amazing. When you talk about PER, this man got more. He led the NBA in PERs. I said led the NBA in PER more times than LeBron. He also has a higher. Johnny don't like this, but guess what? When you talk about a single season VRRP, Michael Jordan has that over LeBron.
That is time.
Oh, wait. How's that time already? Oh, okay. Go ahead. I ain't even done. It's just getting started. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hold on, my bad. Your time was up. My bad. So
what happened?
Your time was up.
Oh, okay. No problem. It's gonna be easy.
Okay. So it's on.
Get on RP is ready, y'all. Okay. RP Andrew.
Hold on.
No,
you can't filibuster in between.
Okay, no problem.
So, right. Hey Johnny, your first round.
All right. So that was Blind Vision's first round. Now, as you clearly can read in the comments, you already see a couple of people were saying some things about it, right? And obviously Herm said the truth. I didn't want to do that debate. That's the debate I wanted to do with Vision last night. I really wanted to do another debate with him, but either way, it was fine. Herm said he didn't like his first round, but somehow Herm gave me the first round. I think that was true. And as OG said, everybody somehow said Vision came out strong. One thing that I noticed is that with this debate, and which is why I don't be wanting to do the Michael Jordan and LeBron debate one-on-one, right? Because at the end of the day, I have repeated myself countless times about why LeBron James is the GOAT. So when I'm having these debates, I have to find more creative ways and more innovative ways to explain why LeBron's the GOAT. Because you guys heard it all from me. Again, this is on FYF Sports Debate. You guys have heard this before. Vision came strong because normally a Zesty Jeffrey doesn't have nothing to say great about Michael Jordan. It's usually instantly about LeBron. Like they instantly start the debate talking about LeBron. Vision didn't do that. Vision actually gave us Michael Jordan's greatness in a small package that was good enough to understand and digest for the people when he was saying the way he was saying it. So that's why a lot of people, at least the way I thought that he came out with a strong round, right? And that he came out with some things. Now, mind you, if we go back and gloss over what he just said, everything he said was the same thing, but just in different combinations of awards and honors. He just basically combinated awards and honors to make it seem like Michael Jordan was doing something special. None of it was longer than a 9-year span. Majority of it was all within that same 9 years. So yeah, we all know Jordan had a dominant prime era in his NBA. But like we've always said, that's not enough to be the GOAT. To have the one thing that I thought that he said that he really touched on through that whole thing was saying how Jordan was all NBA first team and all defensive first team for the most in NBA history, right? That is actually a phenomenal feat for Jordan to have, and one of the first times I've heard any Zesties use that in a debate. That's why I caught my ear when he said that. But now I'm listening to this and thinking to myself, well, like, okay, Vision came with it. I got to be creative now. Now I got to come with something new because you guys already heard me say everything about LeBron James. So it can't be the same old A Johnny thing. But I would like to think that whatever he said in the first round has to also be tripled up and doubled up with the second and third round. If he doesn't back that up, all of that's going to be destroyed eventually, which is eventually what I did. Shout out to you. Peace and blessings, Travis. Thank you for the super chat, man. Thank you, young man. Thank you, young man. It's always great to have support. But again, it was exactly what we expected it to be. Vision came prepared. He had his script. He knew what he wanted to say, and he said it, right? And he got cut off in the middle of the whole soliloquy and script that he has. So that was actually the situation there, right? But I'm gonna hear what y'all said. He said normally A. Johnny will have a lot of energies for debate. Yeah, I had energy for that debate. Shout out to my boy Rodnell, man. Peace and blessings, man. Thank you for supporting us and becoming a member as well. Again, becoming a GJK member is nothing but $6.99 per month, ladies and gentlemen. You spend more money on that on Apple Music, right? And again, you get the same type of content, good entertainment. We do 2 live shows a week. We drop multiple shorts, all types of posts, and all types of videos throughout the week as well. Not to mention, we have other platforms that we continue to show out and do what we do best. So you just support what we do here in GOAT James Kingdom. Not only that, you get access to exclusive content as well as GJK members. So again, that just starts off as the first plan for $6.99. Appreciate anybody who supports us. Thank you so much, my brother Rodnell. Thank you so much, man. It's always a blessing. It's always a blessing. So now, right? So now we get back to this first round for Vision. Well, you know, like I said, he did a good job. He did a good job highlighting the things that Michael Jordan did that other people didn't do, which is true. A lot of the ththings that he talked about other people didn't do, but majority of that is going to revolve around Jordan having a scoring title, right? And obviously Jordan being voted for awards. It's always going to be, Jordan's awards are always going to be the prestigious of prestigious, but none of that's going to help, because once you do that and you don't explain it, what else do you have? Like you don't explain how that puts him in the echelons of the greatest players of all time. It doesn't prove Jordan is the GOAT. Peace and blessings, 100. Good to see you, man. Thank you for joining me again. So, you know, that's definitely something that I noticed. Like I said, but he did come flaming hot, pause, in the first round, ready to go without a doubt. Shout out to my boy, the bandwagon changing the pick. You still got the rat. You got the rat. Can't have the rat. Come on now. He says RIP in the chat, but trust me, at the end it gets really bad for him. So let's continue on. So now let's hear my first round and how I introduce my case. Again, now remember, when I debate, especially in Lamont's platform, knowing that I have 3 rounds, and my idea is I have to bring my introduction. My introduction is to present my case. What is it exactly that I'm trying to prove in this debate? That is exactly what I'm going to go through. And then from there, I tailor out into the second round with more deeper emphasis on what I was initially talking about in the first round, and then the third round I ended all with whatever that person was talking about, included whatever that I had to do it to end everything at the end. So that's usually how I attack a debate on Lamont's channel, because again, you only have 3 rounds. There's only so much you can say. So that is usually how I want to do it. I want to attack a certain subject, and I want to go at it in the first round to let you know what I'm going to be talking about. But again, I don't think people are familiar with this type of tactic or this type of format in debating style. But let's go ahead and listen to my first round versus Blind Vision, y'all. Again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Welcome to the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer.
Starts now, man. Go ahead and cook.
All right, the conversation is the GOAT of basketball, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very simple conversation. The GOAT of basketball is the player who accomplishes the most accomplishments in NBA history. Well, when that is being said, that is LeBron Ramon James. Again, LeBron James is the youngest player to average 30 and the oldest player to average 30 in the NBA. He has the most All-NBA teams and the most All-Star selections in NBA history. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the 2 oldest awards in NBA history, even before the MVP existed. LeBron James has the most. That's amongst everybody who ever played the game of basketball. So when we're talking about what LeBron James has done, he has completely accomplished more than anybody else. Not only has he done that, he's the all-time scoring leader. Ladies and gentlemen, the all-time scoring leader is one of the prestigious awards in sports, not even to mention how it's the most prestigious honor to have in the NBA. To be the all-time leading scorer is definitely the most prominent accomplishment any player can do, and that's under LeBron James's name. LeBron James is a phenom that came out of high school.
that had the hype of all hype, and he accomplished all of the hype that came behind him and expectations that came along with him. He won a championship on every franchise he's ever played on. He's the only player to have 3 Finals MVPs on 3 separate teams, and that is what LeBron James has done as a winner. He has the most NBA playoff wins of all time, the most playoff series wins of all time. LeBron James has the most winning seasons of all time. He's the greatest winner in modern sports. LeBron James has continually showed his greatness with his stats, his accolades, and achievements. He's accomplished more than anybody has ever accomplished in the game of basketball. No one has done it better than him. He's made teams change rosters. He's made teams build super teams and dynasties to beat him. He completely altered everything that has to do with the game of basketball within the court itself and outside of the court. When we're talking about the brilliance of LeBron James, it doesn't just stop with just stats and accolades and all these other things. What LeBron
That is time.
James
That is time. That is time.
All right, so that was my first round. Now, obviously, I was told my first round wasn't strong, and I can see why. Because like I said, people have an expectation for me to come out and always be on point and have everything ready to go. As you can clearly read in the comments, Herm knew that I really wasn't not ready for the debate, didn't care to do this debate because I already know this, like I've done this countless times, and I want a 20v1. Because if beating Vision is not going to mean nothing, it's only going to mean something when I annihilate all Zesties at once. I want them all at once so I can get everything out. There's not enough time to really express everything that I want to express within a one-on-one debate. So in that particular situation, you would clearly see I jump around to different aspects, things that would just come into my head that I knew about LeBron James and try to articulate it in a way so that I can present my case to you. Now, I don't think I really did a good job listening to it now and listening to it when I heard it earlier today, that I didn't do a good job presenting my case for LeBron James as far as my initial analysis. I did state from the jump, we're talking about the most accomplishments, so I try to list off as many accomplishments as I could within the first round, because again, I have 2 minutes and I want to talk about something else in the second round, right? So I want to be able to get everything in there, and that's when I kind of ended by saying that it's not only about what happens on the court, but it's also outside of the court. So, and usually I'm able to finish everything within I'm usually good at sensing my time and how much time I have left. But again, this was me ready to respond because I knew, okay, now Vision came with it. So now I got to make sure I talk about LeBron James because he talked about Jordan. So now it's time to highlight all the things that I know about LeBron James that I think that are things that we should have discussed. Now, was there a better way to do it? Yeah, obviously. I could have done a better job that way. But I thought I did a good job setting up the debate for what LeBron James is all about. So a lot of people did not give me the first round, and I can see why now they didn't give me the first round. Because like I said, you guys have heard everything from me. You guys heard everything that I got to bring to the table. And people are always expecting me to be on my top game instantly to start off. They wanted me to be on ready to go because obviously Vision came because no one expected Vision to do that. Vision overperformed. He came out firing, blazing, throwing haymakers like, oh, and usually I do take my time, feel my opponent out, see where we're going with this direction of this debate, and then I pounce on him, pause. But again, I thought I did a good job overall explaining all the things that I'd like to explain, which are the stats, accolades, and achievements. I think I could have formulated it better as far as how I put the different accolades together so that it flowed well. I was all over the place. I was at accolades here, stats there. I was at expectations here. I didn't lead it like I normally do, where I can just take you and guide you to that point. So, but that's where we're gonna get to, because eventually, like I said, I have 2 more rounds to redeem myself if that's the case, if I am losing in this round. But again, this was a debate from last night. And this was on FYF GJK TikTok Takeover Live. Really, it was an FYF Live. I didn't even join the live till like 3 hours later or 2 hours later. And then we had the debate. So, again, all this is going to be available on the FYF tomorrow at 1 p.m. This video will play. It will be the whole live that will display the entire time that Blind Vision showed up and the whole conversation with him and how it led to the debate and all that other stuff. And, in fact, well, we're going to talk about it when we get to this. So, let's get to the point to where Blind Vision gets his second round.
Is it my turn yet? Hello?
That's time. I'm about to put Vision on the big screen. So, y'all, that's the end of the first round. So, everybody listening and for the people on the panel, please make sure to remember y'all thoughts, remember the strongest talking points. And when we do go to the voting for the people on the panel, Please do not inject your personal opinions. This is only about what they say or don't say. So remember, keep that in mind, because if you say anything about how you personally feel, I'm going to have to kick you and get a new voter up here. All right? So, Vision, this is the start of the second round. Y'all heard what they had to say in the first round. Keep y'all notes the other. Vision, your second round starts now, man. Go ahead and cook.
All right, so first of all, this is why he's no match for me. First of all, we talk about facts, not opinions. It is opinion that he believes LeBron is the most accomplished. It is an opinion he believes that LeBron is the best winner. You can also have the most losses in NBA playoff history. Then we talk about the guy that won a championship in 18% of his career. Yes, LeBron James only won a championship in 18% of his NBA career. So he said that is not good for LeBron James. Also, when you talk about winning a championship with the number one offense in the world, Michael Jordan did that 4 times, LeBron James 0. Also, Michael Jordan has anchored number one defenses. LeBron James 0. Michael Jordan was 2,000 points, 8,000 points, 30,000 points. Michael Jordan has better advanced stats when you talk about PER, win shares per 48, and box plus minus, and offensive rating. The only thing LeBron James are going to lead is those accumulative stats because he played longer. So when we talk about the most playoff series, the man won 24 playoff series. Okay, when we talk about finals game score, LeBron James does not have a finals game score as high as Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan has a 24.6 finals game score to LeBron 22.9. Michael Jordan is a better regular season performer. He's a better playoff performer and a better finals performer. In fact, we have seen this. There has never been a series when you can say Michael Jordan performed like 2007 or 2011 LeBron James. And we don't even have to be biased on it. That is a fact. That is considered one of the worst superstar meltdowns in NBA history. Also, MJ had a 3,000 point season and he had 6 2,500 point seasons. LeBron James ain't have any of those. Also, when we talk about Michael Jordan being dominant, Michael Jordan, when you talk about in the regular season, Michael Jordan leads this over LeBron, points per game, steals per game, blocks per game, less turnovers, and better free throw percentage. So based on those per game stats, he clears LeBron James. Also, when you talk about defensive player of the year, not just rings, he also got defensive player of the year over LeBron. He also got defensive teams over LeBron. He also got scoring titles over LeBron. He also got slam dunk titles over LeBron. He also got MVPs and final MVPs over LeBron. Also, LeBron James has had more help.
That is time right there.
Oh my God, man! Shout out to Gil, man. If that's you, Gil, bro. Gil. He said game score, finals game score. These dudes love these analytics that have nothing to do with the game of basketball, and that you don't even have time to explain in a debate. People don't know what a box plus minus means. People don't know what none of these things mean. People don't know what a PER means. These are just like when if anybody who studied the OJ case would know this. One of the big reasons why they were able to get OJ off was because the entire case that the prosecution had was predicated on this thing called DNA that no one understood. It was hard to explain it. It took too much. There was no story behind it. It was just these weird DNA figures and numbers and charts and markers. People didn't understand that. The jury didn't understand that. The people didn't understand that. Nobody understood that. It never registered that this is how he was involved in this crime. And then on top of that, Johnny Cochran turned around and used it against the prosecution. So here it is. He brought up all of these things about Michael Jordan. Now this is where he completely, like I said, they don't know Michael Jordan's career. Now everything is what makes Jordan better than LeBron makes Jordan the GOAT, right? Again, they think the debate is LeBron versus Jordan when we're having a GOAT debate. Who's the greatest player of all time? We can have the conversation who's the better player between LeBron and Jordan. I can have that debate. That's not the problem, right? But I'm trying to have the GOAT debate again. And now mind you, Lamont put money on this. Whoever wins this debate was going to win $100. Right? So there was actually money put on the line. Lamont made it real zesty. So now, here it is. He's coming out with his second round, right? Which I think a lot of Zesty kind of felt that was very strong, that was his perfect round, that was everything. But then again, just like I said, I got my chance to recollect my thoughts, figure out how I want to approach this, right? And actually, like I said, put the emphasis on this. Because remember, the first round is me introducing to y'all what I'm trying to talk about. The second round is me emphasizing all those things together. And that's what I'm about to do here in this second round. But again, yeah, we don't know what these dudes be talking about with these game scores and these weird numbers. It don't be meaning nothing. It cannot explain the game. Yeah, I got paid. Don't worry. Lamont is going to pay me my money. Don't worry. Lamont will pay my money. Did he say dunk titles? And another thing that he said Jordan anchored the Bulls defense. And I could have thrown a challenge flag on that, but that would have been hard for Lamont to prove because what is a defensive anchor, right? But we know Michael Jordan was not the defensive anchor of the Chicago Bulls. That right there would have made him lose off that alone, but I didn't want to win off of a challenge flag versus blind vision. I wanted my time, I wanted my 2 minutes, and I wanted to show him why LeBron James was the GOAT and show the world how LeBron James fans talk about how great LeBron is and how he is the guy that separates himself amongst all other players for sure. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get right to it. Let's go ahead and play my portion of my second round right here on FYF Sports Debate, TikTok Takeover Live.
All right, let me, that's Vision Yao, the end of his second round. Let me get Go James Kingdom up. Go James Kingdom, man. Your second round starts now, man.
All right, and my opponent proves why LeBron James is the GOAT of basketball because everything he just stated is measuring Michael Jordan to LeBron James. LeBron James is the standard of greatness. This is why everything he's mentioning for Michael Jordan has to be compared to LeBron James because LeBron James accomplished so much in the NBA. As I stated before, yes, when we're talking about statistically, LeBron James leads in more statistical categories all time than Michael Jordan does. He also leads in playoff statistics more than Michael Jordan does. And again, across the board, not against just Michael Jordan. He is all time in over 10 statistical categories in the playoffs alone as a basketball player. So the accomplishments within the stats are shown within that. He is the only player to have 20 years of 25 points per game average in a season. And that's why he's the greatest scorer of all time and has the all-time scoring record. No one could do that. Like no one could do what LeBron James did. Again, he's played the most NBA seasons. That's also another record, another accomplishment. These guys can say what is an accomplishment or not, but they do not know what an accomplishment is. LeBron James racks up in the accolades as well. Like I said, he has the most All-NBAs, the most All-NBA first teams, the most All-Stars. Not to mention he has the most Player of the Months and Player of the Weeks, which is an award they've been giving out since 1983 as well. So a bunch of players have been able to accumulate this accolade, and they still don't have that. We're talking about, again, LeBron James's achievements. It goes beyond the game of basketball. He led the Olympic team 3 times to a gold medal. He's the only basketball player, male player, to actually do the flag bearer in the Olympics. He won an Olympic MVP. He won the inaugural in-season cup championship and in-season cup MVP and made the in-season all-team that year as well in his 20th NBA season, if I'm correct, on top of that. Again, we've never seen somebody as great as LeBron James as a young player in his teens, in their prime, and also in their older stage, in their longevity stage. He has the greatest peak. He has the greatest prime. He has the greatest young career. He has the greatest old career.
That is time. All right.
All right. So that was my second round. Now, mind you, as great as I thought I did in that second round, I really wish I would have did better. I actually didn't like that round more than the first round. But again, I came with it. Like I said, I started displaying how LeBron is greater. I even mentioned a few things that he has over Jordan, but they weren't just about Jordan. It was about how LeBron had the most. I added additional things. I mentioned how he just has the most of everything. He's on top of everything statistically, on the accolade side, and then outside of that, he's able to do things that's beyond just within the NBA and on the basketball court. Like I said, the flag bearer situation, the inaugural in-season cup championship, all this stuff is beyond basketball. That was the NBA, bringing in a tournament and showing people a new competition within the NBA season that could branch off some new fandom, some new competition, and he was the head of that by winning that. So starting off with that. So again, I put a lot of great points about LeBron James's greatness in that round as well. But again, it's a good debate. As y'all can clearly see, it's a good debate. Shout out to y'all here in the comments, man. I see New World. What's good, New World?
Salute, brother. Salute.
What's good, man? Yeah, no, Lamont's dropping the live tomorrow. Yeah, it's a good day. Lamont is dropping the live tomorrow. Okay, he's dropping the live tomorrow. Now, and mind y'all, this is another thing too. I am holding back. I am not giving everything for a vision debate. Like, I have so much that I want to talk about for the GOAT debate, but I'm saving it for this 20v1 because I'm going to need it for the 20v1. So I'm not really trying. Again, I'm trying to say something new so that the people that are listening to me, who've heard me say this 100 million times, can be like, oh, wow, this is different, because Vision is bringing something different. He's not sounding like other Zesties. he actually had a strategy. He formulated a plan. He's been working on this for a while. He has been preparing for this debate with me, and he thought he was ready yesterday, and he was close. He was close, but no cigars. I didn't even think it was that close because in reality, he didn't get enough votes to really win anything at all. But you were there, New World. What's your take on the whole situation after 24 hours has passed?
Man, it was embarrassing to watch, because I just thought that, this dude Vision, aside from that first round where he actually brought some new information to the table, he was basically just repeating himself, especially when he brought the advanced metrics. He used that in the second and third round to basically make his case.
Yeah, and obviously, yeah, and there's some people here saying that this guy's terrible. He's using analytics like a dummy. If you got to use analytics to explain why Michael Jordan is the GOAT better than LeBron, you already lost. Shout out to you. He says, I was cooking. Bandwagon says Lamar's gonna scam you. I didn't even hear him say dunk contest because they be shotgunning stuff so much that I didn't even hear him say the dunk contest. Did he really say the dunk contest? I didn't hear that part.
I didn't hear that part, but I definitely heard the advanced analytics. If you're gonna use those, you got to be able to explain what they mean.
Definitely. Yeah, the link is available in the GJK members community, Juan Boy. So you just got to go in there and see it. You'll be able to pop in. You'll be able to pop in. Again, I told y'all from the beginning y'all could have joined. This is not like y'all didn't have to wait. Y'all could have been joined. That's why I sent the link before the show start. Well, remember, they all get each other information. They share the same information. They all sound the same, which is why it's so funny that they say that we all sound the same. When we clearly all have different takes and different visions of the game of basketball, but they don't. To them, they all have to be in unison because if they contradict each other, it's hard for them to present their case because their case is predicated on everybody agreeing. That's why he kept saying you got to let the chat vote. You got to let the chat. They want as much people as possible to agree with them so that they can feel like they have the consensus view that we're the weirdos, that we're the ones who talk basketball different. Nobody thinks like us. That's how they want it to perceive. But clearly, as you can see here in the debate, I am making a better case about why LeBron's the GOAT, even in his first two rounds, than why he is. His whole is predicated on things that nobody talks about in basketball. Now, the first round was good because he talked about things people could actually touch. He talked about all NBAs and all defense selections and scoring titles and Michael Jordan, dominant and the 96 team and the 1988 season. Like, he mentioned all of these tidbits that was perfect and easy for people to digest. That's why people thought he did so well. But then he got to that second round, started saying LeBron this, LeBron that, PER this, VORP that, and that right there, you're going to lose people with that. Then I respond with some things that people didn't really hear or say, which was something that I haven't brought in a while, which was LeBron James Olympics, right? I might have said it before, but the way I said it in that second round really stuck with the voters because they all remembered me saying it, even though they don't even remember what round I said it. I think some people thought I said it in the third round, didn't realize I said it in the second round. But maybe they were kind of confused with what's his name, with what Blind Vision was about. But what's good, Juan Boy? We got Herman Juan Boy in the building, man. Shout out to all the GJK members, man. Appreciate you fellas for joining me, man. Shout out to all of y'all. I know y'all was on TikTok doing y'all thing on TikTok. What's good, bro? What's good, bro? So we
old, man.
Yeah, I know, but you work the night shift, bro. You do your thing, man. You work the graveyard shift, man. So I ain't tripping on you, man. So, but again, we already 2 rounds in, right? And obviously we hear it. And now, like I said, this is the third round. This is the rebuttal round. This is your time to really make your stance and really go after your opponent, like Lamont says. Attack their stances, go at their stances, bring to light what you're trying to, represent, while also exposing whatever your opponent is bringing to the table. So let's get right to it. Let's let Blind Vision get his last and final round.
All right, so we going into our last round. This is the last round, y'all. The most important part of this round is where you can bring everything home, and hopefully kind of summarize all your talking points and tell everybody why your players to go to basketball. Vision, your last round starts now, man.
All right, so first of all, we already starting to lie. That's what he does. So first of all, when you talk about greatest peak, Michael Jordan has that. I just told him and everybody in this live, 91, 92, 93, and 98 He had all those awards in the same damn season, and he's the only player to do it, and he did it 4 times.
Wow, I just got that. I had to pause. My bad. Did he say 91, 92, 93, and then 98?
Yeah.
Like that's not a peak. What the hell is that? Right? So let's continue. My bad. I didn't mean to stop Blind Vision's soliloquy.
Come off right there. Also, when you talk about certain awards that have been around, you do know that in 2002, that's when they made the NBA Player of the Month and Player of the Week for both conferences. Because before '02, it was only for one player in the NBA for week and month. That is a fact. So therefore, LeBron James had more opportunity to get those Player of the Month and Player of the Week. And also, an MVP is way more impressive than a Player of the Month and Player of the Week. Player of the Month is a 30-day award. Player of the Week is a 7-day award. But the MVP is for the entire freaking season. Also, when we talk about dominance, because that's what Michael Jordan is, he's the GOAT of basketball. He's the greatest basketball player ever. He is the most dominant basketball player ever, because when you look at his production in the regular season, in the playoffs, and in the finals, as I explained earlier, he's a better performer than LeBron James, which is the two people that FYFs wanted us to talk about. Nobody else but LeBron and Mike. Michael Jordan never underperformed in the fucking finals like LeBron James. Also, when you look at Michael Jordan's career, he only been outplayed, you can say, his rookie season. We have seen LeBron James be outplayed in several playoff series, may caused his team to lose by his performance. We seen 2007. We seen 2008. If somebody was to ask you guys in this panel, in 2008, if the series was tied 2-2 and LeBron James could only average 18 points and have 6 turnovers and shoot 35% from the field, would the series be tied? You would say hell no, because he had no help, right? Hell yeah, that's exactly what happened in '08 versus the Boston Celtics. This man was averaging that amount of points, and the series was tied 2-2 because he had those role players that was there to help him. He had more help than Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan did more with less and less time. It's very simple, guys. This guy, Michael Jordan, has done more. Michael Jordan has dominated the NBA better than LeBron James. Michael Jordan is compared to people like Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry.
That is time.
Oh, and as you can clearly see, he started running out of reasons to say Jordan.
Did he say LeBron's is about to? Did he about to say Jordan is compared to people like Steph Curry? Did he just about to say that? What's wrong with him, man? And everybody on the panel know that you up here tripping.
Yeah. What's good, GOAT James? I am gonna clip the actual, just the actual debate alone and have it available for the GJK member community. I'm gonna try to do that by the end of tonight if I can, or by tomorrow. Because again, tomorrow the live is gonna be available tomorrow, so it'll be available on FYF tomorrow for sure. You'll have the whole live available to you then. But I'll try to see what I can do to get it up for y'all tonight. Again, support the GOAT James Kingdom membership, man. It's $6.99 a month, man. It ain't that much to support us. That's a whopper. That's an impossible whopper on a Wednesday. So appreciate you. I got you. I'm gonna try to get that to you, man. Shout out to my boy Blue Boat. Peace and blessings, man. He says, man, would you debate? I'll debate any one of them if they invite me up on their panel, or if they're willing to come on GOAT James Kingdom, or if they're willing to go to FYF. You know what I'm saying? That's on them. That's not on me, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for. I'm here to have the GOAT debate. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try to get that for you there, Chris. I got you, brother. I'm gonna try to get that for you. But his last round was a dud. It was a complete dud. He didn't have much to say there. It was all the same rhetoric, narrative. And he started off by calling me a liar, which again, any real objective and logical judge would be like, okay, that's not like, you know what I mean? Like, what did he lie about? Like, how do you prove LeBron don't have the most accomplishments? It's not an opinion that what Johnny's been saying about LeBron James having the most accomplishments. Like, he's listing them off. It's there. Like, you understand what I'm trying to say? So I thought that was funny that he started off. That's when I knew he was already losing, because like I said, when they're losing a debate, their initial tactic will be to discredit you as an individual, so that way they don't have to argue against any of your points. What's good, Inside? What's good, young man? That's what we should have got. We should have got that. We can't hear you, Inside, if you're trying to speak. Your mic is on, but you're not. We can't hear you.
That mic is trash.
right?
I mean,
That mic is trash.
I can tell how you
Y'all
was
can
in the
hear me now?
debate. You didn't
Yeah,
want
we
to
can hear
do
you.
it
We can
though.
hear you. Yeah, go ahead, Herm.
I could tell that you really wasn't interested though. In my opinion, I felt you
I
wasn't
really
interested at
wasn't, man.
all.
When Lamont kept emphasizing the Jordan, I was like, why he keep doing it? I called him up here for this Akeem thing. It would have been so much better. Because another thing that I know what I noticed was after that debate was that there is no neutral spot to have this debate. It doesn't matter if I go over there or if they come over here. The people who are on that side will always vote that side, no matter if that person won or not. And they're gonna feel the same way about the people on our side. So it's never going to really be up to the people. It just has to be available, and that's what's gonna hurt them the most. Is that this is going to be available for everyone to see outside of us. So I'm actually gonna put a poll in too once I'm done with my third round. Y'all let me know who won this debate between Blind Vision and I. But again, this idea, and I've told Herm this. I don't care about the votes. I don't do debates for votes. I do a debate so I can get the information out the way I want to get it out, and to actually try to win this debate. So when Lamont kept saying let's have this Jordan thing, I already knew what he was going. Like, that is why I'm on FYF Sports Debate. Lamont doesn't want me to debate nothing but Michael Jordan and LeBron. So I got to do it, right? You know, and I've had it, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I want. That's why I want the 20v1, because how many Zesties I got to keep proving George the GOAT against? Like, I got to do this.
Man,
I got to do this 20 times. Why can't I just do this once?
I almost had it for you one time, the 20v1, but the niggas got scared last minute though. I almost had it though. I almost had it set up for you.
No, but that's the thing. They're not going to say I won, because everybody said the same thing about my first round, besides Womboy and Ochi. All of them said the same thing about my first round. I think, well, even New World said, I think New World gave me the first round too, but
No, I think
I don't remember. New World said now he can speak for
majority
himself.
of us. I think majority
Yeah, I
of us
gave you
gave
the
him
first round.
Nah, I didn't think Johnny
The
came out
reason
strong
I
enough
gave
in
him the first round. The first round was the most informative on Vision's part, and then that was just like instead of
I think Vision did a bad job in that first round. To me, that's to
yeah,
me
but
though.
But this is why
Johnny,
I think that. Go ahead. No, go ahead, Inside.
all I'm saying is that Johnny set the table for the next two rounds in the first round. He used the second and third round the second round was all information on LeBron James. The third round was more information on LeBron James. He also rebutted a lot of the points. In the first round, Vision just said his entire argument in the first round.
First round, yeah. He ain't had nothing to say after
Then
that.
he didn't say nothing else. He didn't say nothing new after that.
Remember, I was telling him, like, he did all right in the first round, but then he spent the next two rounds attacking LeBron and not explaining why Jordan was a GOAT.
Yeah, obviously we saw that. But like I said, but I don't know, you guys obviously was here when I first started the first round for Blind Vision. But what I said was, because Vision came out so strong and so unique from all the other Zesties that y'all ever heard, he kind of overexceeded you guys' expectations. Yeah, he shot over himself. No, he shot more than y'all thought he could do. Like, he was like, oh, so when even if it wasn't that, because he didn't really say that much. Because if we go back and listen to it, you're gonna really tell he didn't really say that much. He just put it, like I said, he put some things together that was easy to digest, and y'all were not used to that. But then again, y'all have heard me say everything. So like I said in my victory speech, that was my first infantry information. I didn't want to give everything for this Blind Vision debate versus Jordan. I've had it with him before. They can't prove Jordan's the GOAT, right? But like Herm said, I forgot that I'm in the middle of a debate. Like, I forgot I'm in a battle. Like, this is happening. Like, I'm in the middle of this, and I woke up in the second round literally to the point to where I felt like, okay, now I got him, because he doesn't have anything else. Because I could already tell he was running out of stuff when he went, like you said, when he went back to the analytics. So I was like, okay, I got him here. Yeah.
So you was like Braun down 0-2, 2018.
Yeah, I was just filling him out at first, because, like I said, when he first came strong, I was kind of shocked, because I was like, oh, okay, he came strong. Like, now I gotta talk about LeBron, because normally they don't do that. They start talking about LeBron, which would have made it easy for me from the jump. I would have did what I did in the second round. It would have been, hey, listen, this is gonna be the whole debate. He's gonna try to compare Jordan to LeBron, and that doesn't prove nothing. LeBron did this, that, then third. It would have been very easy. But when he went all Jordan's accomplishments, now I said, oh shit, I don't have a list of Jordan's accomplishments. I don't have a script like them. I don't have a script. I had to start grabbing things that just came to my head randomly, and that's why, like I said, I was all over the place with certain accomplishment. I didn't layer it out that just for y'all to understand it. I was on the accolades here, stats there, accomplishments here. I was moving all over the place in the first round. The second round, I flowed a little bit better. Then by the third round, it was just, end of discussion. Yeah. So, but again, I'm not gonna boast and brag about myself too much. I'm gonna let the film speak for me. What does the film say, Juan Boy? What does the film say? Let's play my third round.
Salute to Vision. He just finished up his last round. Now it's Johnny to bring everything home. And again, everybody on the panel, make sure y'all get y'all notes and thoughts in order because we're about to go to the voting. And then for the chat, I'm gonna put the poll in the chat as well. But hey, Johnny, your last round starts now, man. Let's go ahead and cook.
Yeah, as I stated before, people like Blind Vision can't prove why Michael Jordan is the GOAT. That's why they have to compare him to LeBron James. Nothing that he said there about Michael Jordan make Michael Jordan the GOAT of basketball. Again, when we're talking about player of the month and player of the week, LeBron James has the most. Jordan doesn't have the most MVPs. Jordan doesn't have the most titles. Jordan doesn't have the greatest peak of all time. Jordan doesn't have the greatest prime of all time. Jordan won with the most help of all time. He had a player that made an all-NBA and an all-defensive team more than anybody else in NBA history besides Shaquille O'Neal. This was something that he was praising Jordan for doing, making all NBA first team and all defensive first team. Well, that's what Scottie Pippen was doing alongside Michael Jordan while playing against teams that didn't even have that kind of help to go up against. Again, Michael Jordan had super teams to win championships. There's only been 5 teams in NBA history since the merger that had 2 all-NBA players and 3 all-defensive players on their roster. The all-NBA first teams, 3 all-defensive first teams on the same roster, and the Bulls was one of those teams. So at the end of the day, the Chicago Bulls, as he stated, had a 72-win team because Michael Jordan had the most help. On the other side of the coin, LeBron James has won more playoff games without all-NBA help than anybody in NBA history. He won an NBA championship without an all-star, all-NBA, or all-defensive player on his roster versus a team with the league MVP, which was a unanimous MVP, who also had a team that won 73 games in the regular season that had 3 all-NBA players and an all-defensive player on their roster. Jordan's never beat a team with 3 all-NBA players on their roster, ladies and gentlemen. LeBron James has faced tougher competition.
Hold on, it's loaded. My bad, y'all. It's loaded. I'm replaying this straight from TikTok, so give it a second here.
Then Michael Jordan, he's also done.
Oh, come on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me try to start it again. My bad. Come on. Why is
less help than
Why is it doing this? Hold on. Give me a second, man. Let me see if I can get this to work. Why? Okay, hold on.
NBA help team. Scottie Pippen has done that with Michael Jordan alone just in the 90s. So at the end of the day, Michael Jordan had plenty of help to do what he had to do, but he was just not good enough to do it without them, while LeBron James was able to win without Dwayne Wade, without Kyrie Irving, and without Anthony Davis. He's continued to show how much he can win. In fact, at age 41, as a third option, he won a playoff series, ladies and gentlemen, without the first and second option on his team at 41, while outplaying the league MVP at that particular series. So again, we're comparing LeBron James to the greatest players of all time. He only beats Michael Jordan in one category. Okay.
That is time. Salute to everybody.
All right, so that was obviously the end of my round. My bad for the little mishaps on the replay because I'm playing it through on TikTok. I had to wait for Lamont to send it to me so I could actually clip it better than that because this TikTok be tripping even when I have good service going on right now in my house. But again, that was my last round, and again, I did exactly what the third round was supposed to be on Lamont's debates. Rebuttal everything he said, attack everything he said, which basically bringing up stuff about Michael Jordan's peak. The whole thing about Michael Jordan in the first round was all about his peak. None of that made Michael Jordan the GOAT. It wasn't a peak that was greater than anybody else. Was there a lot that I left to on the table? Yes, because LeBron James is so much things that I could talk about in so many different ways. But like I said, I didn't want to waste my time with Vision on that particular debate because I done said so many different things. And I can tell you this, he had the complete advantage. As much as he was crying, he had the complete advantage. Everybody wanted to see him step up to the plate and actually debate me. He did that. He came strong. Everybody was praising him for doing that. And at the end of the day, I, like Herm said, I didn't even care to have this silly debate, and I just wanted to move on and get it over with. Finally got it over with. Now, if you want to hear everybody's votes and how they voted last night, you got to watch the live tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern on FYF Sports Debate. It's also going to be available on FYF Sports Clip, also available on GOAT James Kingdom because he does invite us to collaborate with the content he puts on there. So all of these channels will have this showing at 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Check out the great debate between me and Blind Vision. It's another epic heavyweight battle. Again, Blind Vision, shout out to him. He's no longer going to be called the coward. He's still a Zesty Jeffrey, but he's no longer like the rest of them cowards. He showed up on FYF Sports Debate, TikTok Takeover Live with A. Johnny and Lamont, and he survived it. Well, I guess we're going to say he survived it. This is how he's looking today. This is how he's looking today. I saw somebody put in the comments that this is why he was mad on TikTok today, that he was upset on TikTok. So again, it's not my fault. They called me out, and again I will pop up on this channel. We will have some more fun. So we will definitely have some more fun. So with that said, I'm gonna put it in the comments. I'm gonna put a poll up for y'all. Y'all let me know who y'all thought won the debate. Again, it's just for I guess, you know, for information purposes. It's just for fun. But tomorrow, Lamont will also put a poll up too, and that will also be available for all the people who are watching the live. So y'all make sure, again, to support us. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Also, all our videos. Check out the GOAT JK membership. Check out FYF Sports Clips membership. And support us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and especially on Twitter, because we're trying to grow on Twitter as well. Twitter's so difficult to grow on. It really is. It's not really easy to grow on. But like I said, it's been 24 hours, and let me get y'all boys' take, man. What did y'all think of the debate? What do you think are going to be the repercussions? How does he recover from this? And what is your advice for your boy A. Johnny? Because I know I kind of disappointed y'all.
You just got to motivate yourself, man, and start get back active in the debate scene again. That's truly what you got to do. Force with vision. Force what Vision got to do. You got to go back to the drawing board. And I think he need to, if he want to redeem himself, he need to do a real basketball topic debate and challenge his basketball knowledge. And we can see what he got. Other than that, you cool, you straight. It's just that shit you went into it, and you just gotta remotivate yourself. Honestly.
I appreciate that. You know, that's kind of crazy because I was like, you know, sometimes you have a bad night. But I don't know if I really had a bad night. I just think that Vision was just so different. I don't think nobody thought Vision was gonna come with that kind of fury and fire. So shout out to him. He was ready.
Nah, he's still a coward. He's still a coward because he went up there only after y'all had to beg and plead for this man and basically dangle $100 in front of his face. He wasn't trying to come up there, man, and have a real conversation with y'all. He came up there and was reading off of his notepad just to have a debate.
I know that because of watching Ghost. No man-to-man D, game it on D, way too small for the lock and post.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we ain't giving Blind Vision no credit over here, man. You don't get no credit over here.
Yo, Lamont, what happened last night, dog?
Nah, my bad, y'all. I had a
he pulled the Houdini act.
No, I was on the phone with a 6'8" shooting guard, man.
You didn't call
priority.
Lamont, he got the ability to event creator. Is he an event creator? He's an event creator, Lamont.
Or he averaged. I don't know what he do, but he averaged 26 a game in high school, man. I had to lock that in. 6'8".
No, I didn't get the call last night, Lamont. What you talking about? You said 6'8" shooting guard, average 20. Yeah, that's me.
Oh man.
Nah,
I'm listen. That was on me.
Yeah, I'm still motivated. I just want my 20v1.
Yeah. I think
because beating Vision, I feel like I wasted. This is nothing. There's still another 25,000 Zesties out there that I gotta go conquer and destroy. I want them all one. I gotta start getting them all in bunches, man. I gotta get them in groups, man.
I think you were disinterested in the Jordan and LeBron debate. Really wanted to do the Hakeem and Rudy Gobert shit.
That's what I wanted. I was ready for that one. That one I was ready for. Oh, he would have got cooked on that one. That one would have been worse. That would have been 3-0. I didn't. Meanwhile, while he was sitting there talking crap, you know what I was doing? I was already researching Akeem Olajuwon and Rudy Gobert stuff in the middle of the conversation. Lamont talking about, so you ready to have the LeBron and Jordan debate? I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey, Lamont, stupid, yo. He over here trying to slide.
I'm like, what the
LeBron.
fuck? I'm like, fuck, now I got to do this stupid ass debate again. God damn, man. This is, oh, man. I should have stick one of my GJK members on him, man.
Because I know, only reason I did that is because just like with Maz, if you try to force any other debate on them, they just gonna run and they're not gonna do it.
That's true.
That's the only reason why. Yeah, they're not gonna do it, man. I've seen how they crumble. You try to talk about anything other than LeBron Jordan, they getting up out of there. They're gonna make up an excuse.
He had the script.
Yeah, he gonna act like Juan Boy said something to him that hurt his feelings. He gonna run or something. I don't know, man. They are gonna cry. He was crying about me. He's like, well, he's like, FIF, look at he
composed, bro.
No, he did a short.
He tried to go after Juan Boy. Mm-hmm. He tried to go after Juan Boy to derail the live.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, he tried to. Yeah, he tried to.
Juan Boy, I was so happy he kept it composed because I know Juan Boy, man. I know he was on mute, like, man, this thing.
Yeah, he was trying. He was just trying to get an excuse to leave. That's it.
Yeah, man. I'm at the end though. I was glad because how he reacted at the end. It was, and what for me the thing that I really take out of all of this wasn't even the fact that I won. It was the fact he had no one show up for him. Like none of his peoples showed up for him. Like all the times that Vision has his live eligible and let people, like all of those dudes, they left him by himself, just like Jordan fans would normally do. You on your own, player. Like we're not a team in this one. Like they didn't come for nothing. I don't know why he thought the chat was gonna help, but
I think the same thing happened when he came to our show on Sunday. Well, I don't think nobody else was trying to request stuff to help him. When me and this, I was on the task force.
And then let me keep it a bug too, man. Shout out to the panel that voted. They did a great job voting and keeping it fair. So shout out to the panel that voted.
Yeah, ain't nobody biased, man. Most of us gave
biased.
him the first
not
round.
when I'm voting. Like we can be.
Nah,
funny
you know,
and laugh
folks trying to say the panel was. That's why I'm highlighting it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you let sports.
There's no need to be biased. I'll keep it a stack. If Johnny would have lost, he would have lost, bro. It is what it is, bro. Now, what I'm not gonna do is what Zesty Star did and come up ain't have not a clue what was said in the debate. That's all. I can do it. I got all 3 rounds, sweet. What the hell is that?
What made it worse was the one dude was like, yo, it's all about the first round. He was like, I don't even care about the other 2 rounds. The first round was all that much. Like, that's it. And I was like, well, are you serious? Like, that dude didn't listen to the debate. He just heard everybody say Vision did a good first round. He knew that, again, nobody's going to argue with that. So I can say that and leave it at that. I'm prepared to argue about them 2 rounds. I don't care about them 2 rounds. Nothing was said. It was terrible. So, but again, Lamont's going to make some adjustments for the next live to make sure the next debate that, you know, the 2 guys who do debate, you know, it's fair. Like Herm said, everybody knows that it was fair. And I think Lamont highlighted that as well, that the judges realizes that they have to be fair because when it's their turn, they want people to be fair for them. And hopefully now this shows people that the debate can happen formally, structurally, right, diplomatically, without issues.
And the only thing that was stopping it was Vision. Vision was trying to throw a monkey wrench in the process, trying to stop the voting, trying to do random talking, trying to cause confusion. It's like, bro, this is how it go, man.
So we put the poll. We put the poll up for y'all who want to see, you know, for those who saw it or whatever. Should I put the link up for the people? Let's put the link up. Let's get some people up here. Let's see if we can have some more people who saw it, maybe who feel more comfortable coming on YouTube talking, because some people are not comfortable going to TikTok. Like I told Lamont, TikTok is a wild place. It's a different scenario. Yeah, them dudes over there are wild. Them dudes are wild, and that's why they don't like y'all, because they didn't expect a bunch of LeBron fans to have so much motion. What y'all call it? Motion?
I was gonna say this too, Lamont. The thing is that they sleep on about the format. even if niggas hate a motherfucker, even if they don't like a motherfucker personally, when you do that format, when you do that debate, it's hard. It's hard to ignore if someone, if even you hate the person, that person doing good, it's kind of hard to ignore what they're doing in that particular debate. If the debate going on, so that's what they don't realize about the format the most. Even if you hate a guy, personally don't like him, it's gonna be fair because even if you truly despise somebody, if they doing their thing, it's gonna showcase in that
We can't say
format in that debate. It's gonna
if
showcase.
they did their thing and you come up here just capping to try and it's gonna be very obvious. It was very
Yeah,
Bro,
obvious
I
the
told him
first round.
Ticket won a debate over here. It don't matter who you are. Anybody can
Yep.
win a debate if you just come with 3 solid rounds. Like everybody gonna debate fair. They try to remember. He's. I knew Vision was gonna try to make it seem like we were being unfair. That's the only way. That's his only way to try to seem like he won. And he's just crying his way. So he cried on his way out the door. I knew that was. I think we all knew that was gonna happen. We could have took
Yeah.
bets on that.
And you know what made me laugh when you had the music and that's what they was like, you know what to do, man. Put him on the big screen. Then he put the music on. He tried to put his music on, and you couldn't even you couldn't hear none of his music. He thought he was gonna
He has
out
his
music.
little
Nah, bro.
wrestling music. It's his wrestling music, he calls it. But
He was.
Couldn't hear none of that shit,
look,
man.
look. This is so funny, man. You the fake FYF fan disappeared as soon as I guess Lamont turned coat to you, I guess, whatever. What minors are we out here? These are the dudes with all the minors. All those dudes are grown ass men talking to young 20-year-olds, trying to convince them and bully them that
Yo,
Jordan's
look
the
at
GOAT.
this. Hold on.
Timo,
Look,
all those
he's a
dudes are
big
in their
basketball
mid
fan. Look at
20s.
this. Look at this. Yo, this is George. Like,
Yeah,
you
this is
couldn't
George,
crop the
man. Crying
photo
ass
out.
George.
You got
Oh
the
man.
YouTube. You got the YouTube.
What is he
thumbnail,
talking
the
about?
AP. You got this off of. You screenshotted
He,
a YouTube hit off of Google. Look at this shit. Kobe should be disappointed, and you couldn't get a better
Lamont,
picture than that.
they upset that inside Olo, Ochi, these young dudes are supporting GOAT James Kingdom. They to them we're brainwashing a young generation. They project everything that they do on us.
Yeah,
Literally, that's
Hey,
what they do.
inside
brainwash them with the film.
they in my DMs on TikTok said they crying about you. Talking about they said inside, why you got inside botting his channel? He getting all them views. I'm like, man, if y'all don't get up out of here with that, man. That's what they tried to say. They crying to
Man,
me about it.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
they
yo,
hurt. They hurt. They hurt.
Hey,
When
yo,
they go see your live, they see you got 130 people watching, 140 people watching, and
Bro, they
you
was
you
mad.
got your formula. They don't know how to they don't know how to handle it.
Hey,
They
yo,
crying. They mad at me.
what they starting to do now is just send little kids into the chat trying to corrupt it. People dropping M-bombs. Whoa, that shit happened like 10 times today.
Well, no, that's just TikTok in general. Once any live has a lot of people on it, you're gonna get those type of people that's gonna pop up because they know you have a lot of people watching. So they'll come up and say they did it to Lamont when we first started. They saw we had 100, 200 people watching. They used to do it, but then after a while they start realizing again TikTok's a wild space, bro. It's a
It is.
wild space, man.
Yeah,
It
the
really
kids
is,
are
man.
out of school for summertime. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, it's about to even get more crazy. Matter of fact, y'all. School is out. Make sure you lock all your. Make sure you don't leave no properties in your car. This is where kids start stealing stuff out your car.
Hey
All
man,
kind of stuff start
that shit
happening.
was a little funny when that boy kept trying to come up on y'all shit though. And I was like, yeah,
Yeah, man.
I was
Get
like,
out
that
of
was
here.
wild, bro. I
They
said,
do
that
it to
was wild.
Chilltown too. They do it to Chilltown all the time. That's why Chilltown's got moderators. They do it to Chilltown all the time.
It's an ain't impossible way age restrictions can be set on videos though.
I think
It,
so.
it can be,
How?
but it can't really. It's easy for them to get online to lie about their age. One dude said he was 18. We asked him what his birthday was. He said February something, 2002.
And you know what's crazy? And you can tell they wasn't ready for that question. I said, because when he came, I said name and age. That's what I had to start doing now. Because why are you? You know what I'm saying? I said name and age. Something 18. I said when's your birthday? February blah 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 2002. Right? How are you 18 and you were born in 2002? Man, next guess, man. But what is bot? If I'm botting, how are we getting 60, 70K likes on the lives?
No, how y'all getting that many people in? Because I can see how many people y'all have wait just to come up. They
Yeah,
have like 50, 60 people trying to get up there.
Y'all be having 30, 40 people waiting to come up. I'd be like, yo, this is crazy. I was like,
Now,
what the
now,
hell?
who else got debates set up?
Hey,
though,
Lamont,
man?
we gonna have to lock inside in the room and start getting some of them fucking
Yeah, we're gonna
secret
have to
sauce,
interrogate
man.
him.
Gotta
We
get
need
that
that.
secret
We
sauce,
need that
nigga.
formula.
That motherfucker turned a New Year's resolution into a goddamn competition. Goddamn. Goddamn. What the hell? I was like, I gotta fight inside now for views. What the
Hey,
hell going
don't
on?
let inside scam you, bro. He got a whole bunch of little kids watching this show. He got a whole bunch of little kids, nigga. They all came from the same daycare to pull up to the Hardwood Authority.
I don't know where they came from today. Am I tripping? We ain't do nothing. I don't know where these kids
I don't know
came
what that was inside. I thought it was the same person because they all had like the same voice, and I was like, bro, that can't be different kids, bro. That has to be the same person spamming you, nigga. Like,
That little kid came on there and said, well, Tim Duncan probably in 5 years gonna have to get up from the table. He was trying to get that Tim Duncan shit off. Right,
nah, bro, they had the same take too. That's why I thought they were the same person.
Yo, they told me, because remember in the graphic we had up, Kareem was sitting next to KD. I know these people don't know what they're talking about. I said, who got to get up for Wemby? The dude that's sitting next to KD. I said, who's that? What's his name? And then they just get silent and leave. You don't even know who Kareem is? Come on, gang. You don't even know who Kareem is.
Herm, I know you ain't spilled no red wine on that white blazer.
Oh shit. Hey, it was like over 220 people watching when I pulled up, so there was quite a few people up in there. I'm just like, damn, nigga, like,
man, shout out to
crazy.
y'all. I'm gonna be on your live more. Help get more views. Help me get more views and help me get more followers. Jump in your live.
I don't got no views, man. I don't got no views.
Hey, shout out to Inside.
I'm not as
though.
dumb as Bubble Boy. If Bubble Boy was smart, he was supposed to have an alliance with Lamont. Instead of that, he lost his channel.
Yeah, he excommunicated. I don't know what's wrong with these dudes.
I don't know what happened.
But he could have.
Nowhere TikTok started pushing my lives, and then they don't push out other people. They don't push out Juan Boy's lives as much as they used to. Even though he's not, they pushed it out more when he was getting restricted.
Nah, they report that nigga too much. They ain't gonna push. They report that nigga too much. He was getting more
viewership when he was getting restricted.
No, but trust me, they be reporting inside too. Trust me, they report inside.
And they do Juan Boy. They do Juan Boy.
They hate inside. They do hate.
No, listen, that 6-0, that 6-0 versus 6-9 or 6-7 stuff is driving them crazy.
Yo, we did the 6 for 13 today to start breaking that shit down. We just
driving them crazy.
Inside made that prompt in like 5 minutes. We was back up and running soon as we was back out.
I don't know why I didn't touch nothing. I promise y'all I haven't touched nothing on my TikTok yet. All I did was I just kept going live, and they are literally, I don't know, they just pushing that shit out. I don't know, but I'm gonna keep going. Shit.
I even tried to TikTok promote for the live. It didn't even do much. It didn't do nothing. Like add maybe 50 new people, but that ain't
Wagwan, what it do, what it does.
Oh, look at that! Shout out to
my old partner in
Africa.
crime. That's my old partner in crime, man.
What's good, Young Africa? What's good, brother?
What's up, man? You know, it's the NBA Finals, man. What's up?
This
it's the NBA Finals. Lamar's chat GBT's a damn lie. You're right. This is the NBA Finals. And Lamar's chat GBT's a lie.
Bro, my chat GPT, man, De'Aaron Fox.
They didn't know De'Aaron Fox was gonna mess up your whole prediction, huh? They
didn't know De'Aaron Fox was gonna choke like that. They couldn't predict that.
Damn, you had the Spurs, Lamont. You had the Spurs.
No, I had the Spurs. No, ChatGPT picked the Spurs to win games 3 and 4.
De'Aaron Fox might have cost me $10,000. He may have cost me $10,000.
I have a Grok Imagine video that I'm using like an AI
videos, man.
And I
honestly,
I
thought
going up for the layup. He took the steals, goes to layup, and I have Mitch Johnson right behind him. Fox, no, Fox, and then he said, "Time out." And Fox was like, "I got this." Nope. And then
Fox got fouled too. They replayed it. Fox got hit on the arm. He didn't.
After the Spurs beat OKC, I expected the Spurs to beat the Knicks, man. After beating the champs, come on, man. Dang.
Yeah, but
I told y'all that was their championship right there.
It just shows the matchups. No, it's the matchups, man. Yeah, man. It's the matchups, man. Wemby OG cooking out here.
But
there's no matchup for OG.
Nah, but the Spurs actually should be up 3-1. It should be the other way around.
It could exactly. That's how crazy things are.
If there was more experience, if there was more,
I know he is. Exactly, he is.
But on the last play of the game, right?
Who y'all got tomorrow?
They got no experience. This team has never made the playoffs.
The Spurs winning tomorrow.
They are all rookies that never made the playoffs that went to the finals. This is unprecedented, man. We ain't never seen this.
Castle just came out and said they win in the next 3 games. Castle didn't shy away
Yeah.
from
Gotta say that.
Yeah, man, that sound nice.
I like that though. I like that though.
Yeah,
I like
that
that though.
sound.
Hey,
I
like
like
Chris
that.
Paul
I ain't
said.
gonna lie.
LeBron make people
What you
believe
want
that
me to
they
say?
can do
Gonna lose?
anything, man. That's what LeBron do, man.
Like-
It's been done. We know it's been done.
like
We know that.
Like
We know
Chris
that
Paul
go,
said,
James.
What you want me to
They
say?
said that
It's
shit
been
in
done.
private. They said that shit in private. They said that shit in.
Hey, Chris
that
Paul.
shit in
Chris
private.
Paul said it best. What you want us to say? We gonna lose? Nah, you supposed. Come on, man. You supposed to be.
I
Trying, you know what
I
I mean?
like,
You
I
supposed to be
like, hey,
talking like
but
you trying
I'm
to win.
gonna tell you who's worried the most, man. Who's gonna get talked about the most? If the Knicks win the championship, Luka Doncic is on notice. I'm like, hey, people gonna be on Luka. They gonna be on Luka case,
Trey
man.
Luka.
Luka.
Trey Luka.
They gonna be on
Trey
Luka
Luka.
What
case,
Luka got
man.
to
It's
do with
gonna
it?
get nasty,
Trey
Lamar.
Luka. Trey Luka.
It's gonna
Luka
get
already been in
nasty.
the finals.
Trey
Luka been
Luka.
in the
Nah,
Man,
but
this
finals.
is
it's
a
gonna
new
get
era
nasty
of
though.
basketball,
It's gonna
man.
get
We're
nasty,
talking
man.
about
It's gonna get
two-way
nasty.
killers. You gotta have two-way beasts out here, man. OKC,
Like
Spurs,
Jalen
Knicks,
Brunson, right?
just two-way savages, bro, that can
Yeah,
get
two-way like
25,
Jalen
30,
Brunson, right?
rebound, push it up the court, beat you off the dribble, dunk on your head, Wemby. What? That's crazy, man.
Exactly.
Finals
That's what
MVP,
Brunson
man.
does.
Shout out to
Hey,
Dunking on
OG
Wemby.
Africa Adenobi.
Hey Johnny, when I was on Players Choice a couple years ago, and they all like the chat and everybody was saying I was crazy because I said, man, I think the Lakers need to trade for OG Anunoby. I said he might be one of the biggest hidden gems in the league, man. And now we look at what OG doing now.
Absolutely,
And it's
man.
just like,
Yeah,
man,
Lamont did
like,
say that. Yeah, I remember that.
bro, they thought I
I
was
would've been
crazy
saying
when
that
I
anyway.
said that.
Man, OG been like that since
Yeah, the
2019.
OG.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah,
song?
he getting a lot of love right now.
But he got
There's not many
way
players
better.
like OG in the NBA, man.
And they keep
Not many.
leaving him open in the corner.
He
man.
fearless, man.
Yeah, the dumb shit of
it's gonna
Wemby,
make-
like
and
Wemby
it-
playing that roaming defense and helping on every penetration is dumb shit, bro. You can't
He might
leave
have- he might
fucking
have to-
how you rotated off OG
'Cause
every fucking
that's what the game plan
dumb
is.
shit.
That's their game
And
plan.
that's coaching. That comes back
he's
to the
elite.
coach. Where you at,
Yeah.
coach? I don't know
Because
where
no,
you
but
at.
the problem is that they run a small team. They run one big man, four little men, really. So when he's outside the paint, who's rebounding?
Yeah, and being that you said that, right? That's why.
But they're not even committing to a zone. They still playing man up, and they just making Wemby choose.
No, because you can't play zone against Knicks. You'll get lit up. You crazy? You got Brunson out there.
Also,
You got Carl Anthony Towns out there. You can't play no zone. You in trouble.
Carter Bryant could have played at any moment. It should have been the last moment of the game. You want him on Brunson, so Wemby could be down there to rebound. Because Fox, dumbass, soon as Brunson got the ball, he leaves Ochi wide open. What we say, the most dangerous man is the one taking out the ball. So when the shot goes up, there's no body to box OG out. Nobody.
Well, he went to go double team, and Brunson was smart enough to shoot the ball.
They didn't put anybody on the inbounder. That's what left OG open.
Exactly.
So nobody picked OG up.
No, but the guy that was on OG was Fox, though.
Pick up the inbounder,
Yeah,
man.
no, what I'm
Fox
saying is
a
it's harder
dumb-ass
to box
veteran.
him out when you don't put a body on him at the start of the possession.
Yeah.
And they
but-
didn't have anybody on
But
the
they
inbounder.
literally, but that's what I'm saying, though. They literally went to double Brunson with Fox, and Brunson's smart enough to take that shot, realizing that, like
I
you
don't
said,
think
Lamont,
that
there's
was
nobody
the
to box him
plan.
out.
I don't think it was the plan to double, man. I think it was just
It was.
miscommunication between Wemby
Don't
and.
let me bring up
Nah.
the play because I was showing
No,
my
no,
wife
no.
something today.
They did double. I'm saying the plan wasn't to double though. That wasn't the
think it
plan.
was.
Why
That
would you double
didn't
you
look like
I don't
a
think
double.
I don't. So y'all think Fox did that on his own?
Yep.
It looks like
Yeah,
it.
man.
It
This
looked
comes
like
from
It didn't
double.
look like a real double.
Bro,
Because you have Wemby on Brunson. You don't need a double. You don't need
You crazy? He hit a three
That far
on
from the
Brunson,
rim?
just a jump. He
It
hit
don't
a three
matter.
on. He hit a three just
I'm
before
gonna live
that.
with that. I'm gonna live with him making a tough
Exactly.
shot over Wemby to win the game. I'm not. You don't need to double when you got Wemby on him. You just don't.
Yeah, because when
That
the
was
Brunson
dumb on
passes
Fox.
to OG open for the three.
I find it hard. Well, you know what? Isn't that why
He coulda
Mike Brown
popped too, that's
Mike
right.
Brown
He coulda
Mike Brown
popped.
got fired
That's
for
right.
talking about De'Aaron Fox in the same fashion, right? De'Aaron Fox did something in the game, and he was saying De'Aaron Fox wasn't supposed to do it, and he specifically told him not to do it, and he actually did something he was specifically told not to do.
Yeah, Fox had a lot of mistakes at the end of that game.
Yeah.
He was
Fox might be
he was-
another
Johnny,
another
you're right.
Rozier.
That
Might be
did
another
happen to Johnny.
Rozier.
That did happen. He
might-
got fired because what he said
Uh-huh.
about Fox on that closeout interview.
And then Fox went around to the front office talking about,
And De'Aaron
I can't
Fox
play
came from
for Mike
Sacramento.
Brown.
Even Fox doesn't have a lot of playoff experience, bro. He had
No,
that
he
one
don't.
playoff run in Sacramento,
No,
bro.
he
That
don't.
one light the beam
that's it.
fucking
Yeah,
run
that's
that they weak as fuck, bro. He ain't got shit when it comes to experience in the playoff. What he got to teach Wemby and freaking Castle and shit? He got
But
to
guess
teach.
who was? But guess who the coach was? Mike Brown. So Mike Brown offensively,
Already knows
had
the
to take
weaknesses
advantage
of
of
what he
Fox.
doing.
He
He
knows how to
knows
take
he
advantage
Got
of
know
the
all
Fox.
his
report.
tendencies.
I find it
He
weird
got
that
the
all of a
best
sudden
scouting
this
report for
team's
De'Aaron
inexperienced. After they whooped on the OKC thing, nobody was talking about they're not experienced. Everybody said this team is ready. Now they're inexperienced. I told y'all
y'all
before
look.
the series started how good the New York Knicks were. They were
It's
ready
coaching,
for this
y'all.
moment.
If you up 30 and you give up a 30-point lead, that's coaching, bro.
Yeah, bro.
But there ain't no player issue. There's no. I
Has to
could have
be
coached the
coaching.
rest of that game and won. Anybody. I mean, bro, you have 30-point lead. I'm not losing. Bro,
What do you
come
think
on.
the coach should
That
have
is
done?
the only way you blow a 30-point lead, though. Coach.
Coaches are the only ones that blow 30-point leads.
Can
He should
anybody?
have.
Why not at least slow the tempo down? They don't
were
have the
taking too
ability
many
to slow
quick
the tempo
threes.
down.
Yeah,
You know what,
Why not just slow it down? You got Wemby.
I don't know,
You
Lamont.
can
You know
just
what?
post up Wemby at the top of the.
I was watching it with the wife today. We was watching the whole thing, the comeback in the second half. To be honest with you, man, Lamont, everything had to be the Spurs messing up and the Knicks doing something improbable. It had to be both. Like it couldn't have just been one or the other. Like this was say like this completely blew my mind about basketball. Like I've never seen nothing like this before, Lamont. I can't even explain it. It's crazy what happened.
But see, I say it's simple because when you're up that big, the only thing the other team needs is more possessions. So every time you take a quick three, every time you do something silly, turn it over, the other team loves it. Like it's just like putting more life in them. And I could just see the life coming back to New York when they cut it down to 15. And I'm like, I don't know what New York is doing. They just keep doing these quick shots. They're doing all this stuff. And all they got to do is run clock. Just burn 24 seconds every possession. You win the game.
And they wasn't doing that. They were playing their normal game. And I think they felt that they were on fire. That's why they kept shooting.
Yeah, those
Can
were dumb
anybody
shots, man.
Can anybody explain why Castle only took 7 shots?
I don't know. I don't know.
He was in foul trouble, man. He was in foul trouble for parts of the game. But yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna happen. But yo, man, it's crazy how Wemby can't just command the person in the post, hold the ball, and just orchestrate offense. Even just hold the ball and just cut us off ball. Cut us off ball, actions off ball, champagne running off. And
It's not easy.
come on,
you
man.
gotta get him the ball. You gotta get him the ball. Y'all be acting like it's just like somebody just gonna let you make a pass to Wemby. Like they're guarding
That's
your
right.
man, so now it's hard for you to make that pass. We were talking about that. We were just talking about that during the live.
I get that.
It's not young. It's not young. It's called defense. Y'all got to start deep, young Africa. Stop coming with zesty Jeffrey logic. It's called defense. It's called defense. It doesn't work. Posting doesn't work. Just because you're 7'7", 300 pounds, nobody's gonna just let you post up. They got guys who work their whole life to stop you from doing what you do best. Like you're not just. Carl Anthony Towns can't even post up. He can't even post up. They got champagne on him.
Telling me Joel Embiid doesn't post up. Nikola Jokic doesn't post up.
Joker could post up because Joker could pass out the thing. If Joel Embiid plays at the top of the key, Joel Embiid plays mid range. 18-20. Same thing with Carl Anthony Towns. They play. Joker posts up because he could pass.
They all post up. Carl Anthony Towns posts up.
That.
You know why they can post up?
Not like
because
that. Not like that.
To post up. He ain't strong enough yet. He can't hold his freaking position in the post. He can't even hold a man down while he's catching the ball and just flexing and keeping his position with his pivot. He can't do that yet, man. That's what he's too tall, bro. He don't even know how to use his body yet, man. This man is an alien weirdo. But hey,
says somebody who's not 7'5" and can't do half the shit that Wemby does. Have you seen what Wemby does on a 7'5" body, sir? What are you talking about? Where do you guys come up with this nonsense from? This is not Ticket TV. This is Go James Kingdom. We have changed how people talk basketball. We do not talk basketball like this, sir. We do not talk basketball like this. We talk basketball like real basketball people.
Listen no more. Don't even listen.
Come
Sir,
on, y'all. Come on,
you
y'all.
gotta
Hamilton,
talk
man. Got to put the
basketball, sir.
got to put the full
Hold on.
court press on, man.
So
Come
no,
on,
so
y'all.
what?
Hamilton.
So how do you get these
Okay,
clean post entries, young
hold on,
Africa?
hold on, hold on.
With the
I
Knicks, the
wasn't
Knicks got
hating
all
on
this.
Wimby. You didn't even want to
No,
hear
no,
me.
no. I'm saying, how do we get these clean passes to Wimby? The Knicks are deploying really good on-ball pressure. The on-ball pressure is making the post entries harder. So these are already not elite passers trying to throw post entries to Wimby, and the Knicks are playing good on-ball pressure to make the post entries even harder. That's why the ball is going all over the place, and they're doing a good job of pushing Wimby out of the paint, making them catches even harder. It's a combination of things that the Knicks are doing defensively to make it hard. That's why you got to get Wimby the ball
Very true.
outside of the paint and let him work from the outside in. It's
Same
24
thing they're
seconds on
doing
the
to
shot clock.
Cat.
It's
You
going
don't
to be
have time
hard,
all
no
day to
doubt.
figure this.
It's
It's
always
not
going to be
hard.
hard. But
It's just you got to
hey,
you got to
Lamar, when
respect the
you say that
defense.
if he was stronger, it would be easier. If he was stronger,
No,
though, it would be
because him being
easier
stronger has nothing
to
to do with
resist that
on-ball
defense.
defense making the post entry passes
Oh,
harder.
it does, man. Come
Can
on,
I
bro.
let me say this about that
Come
Wemby,
on.
that Wemby slur
So
he
you
just
saying
said.
Shaq in the post? Shaq in the
Shaq can't
post. There's
dribble.
not a
Shaq
difference
can't
between
do shit, man. This ain't the
Wemby.
2000s, man. This is motherfucking
No, that's
2026. Shut the fuck up about Shaq. Shaq eating hamburgers. Nigga, this nigga can't play basketball today. Shaq was eating hamburgers before a game, man. I don't give a fuck about Shaq. I don't give a fuck about Shaq. Go ahead, 2 cents.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Let me slow down that Wemby slur. Everybody knows if you play
you
ball,
acting like you're saying
it's a
something
art.
loud.
My
Yeah,
boy,
Soft.
he's
hold
talking,
on.
sir.
Okay,
God,
can you
young my
hear me?
Africa. Jesus Christ. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. You know what I was saying. Everybody knows playing ball. It's an art to. That's why the point guard and stuff they can get the ball to the big man in the post. It's actually a skill, I should say, a skill to do that. And it's also a skill for the big man it's a fight down there. You position your butt and stuff on people. Now I know Wemby lighting the butt. That's why he probably don't want to do it as much because they pushing him too much, and they're not going to call the foul. And trying to prop up something that happened in the 2000s with Shaq. Shaq, that was not really skill. It was more oompa loompa, like throw me the ball, dunk the ball. You know that. Yeah, you can't compare Shaq to Wemby on that. Wemby is skilled. You got to give him a prop. You ain't got to knock him down like that because he ain't posting up every 2 seconds.
I don't understand why people keep thinking post up. It's like y'all don't get how good today's NBA defense is because teams play team defense. There's a reason why why you basically tussling and trying to get in position. I'm over here causing havoc on everything else that you're trying to do. We watched Karl Anthony Towns have, I forgot who it was, pent down underneath the basket, ready for the ball. Alvarado couldn't get him the ball.
Yeah,
like he just couldn't get it to him.
It was Keldon, KJ. It was KJ.
Yeah, it was KJ. It doesn't matter. Like, again, the way teams play defense today, bro, that's why you see them doing actions 30, 40 feet from the rim. Because the defenders are on them. I was just listening to the live we had today, Lamont, for your show, and I was talking about when the guy Eddie asked, what does Bronny James do? And I said LeBron James was an elite defender, right? And I was trying to explain how he does his good job. And I was just talking about him as far as coming into college. I wasn't even talking about him as far as like all NBA players, just out of all the players that were drafted the last 2 years. He's one of the best defenders coming in the NBA the last 2 years, right? But that's how many great defenders there are across the board that when Bronny James is elite, that people don't even want to give him the recognition for it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't play stubborn sports like that anymore. Because I grew up in that era. It's like they would do like, no, forget that. Man up. You check him. Dude, they running scheme on people, on big men. That's like, dang, he can't get a shot off. Yeah, because the coach is running a scheme to make you do something else. I'm not going to let him beat me doing X because he's great at it. That's why you can't. Wemby is still, he'll beat everybody else, but not these NBA coaches mapping how we gonna beat him. You get a guy in the front, guy in the back, or get some help defense. It's hard to. They're gonna beat him across his head every time he come down there. That's why he's doing everything at 100 miles per hour because he know they're gonna foul him. He knows.
But another thing is they've done a great job with him ever since everybody was talking crap after game 1 and 2. Because a lot of the stuff that they were doing in the first half was a lot of that was lobs. He was scoring a lot in the paint in the last 2 games. But you can't. The Knicks are not going to just keep letting you get that over and over and over again. They're making adjustments. Then you have to go play defense on top of that. Now the Knicks did something completely different. The last game they had Carlos Alvarado on the floor with Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
while they had Josh Hart on the floor. So now who does Wemby guard? Josh Hart or Alvarado? So they put him on Alvarado, and all of a sudden Alvarado's now making plays.
Because Wemby been guarding OG. If you know that, a lot of times that's how Fox and Wemby ran out to block that 3-pointer, and OG got a clean run because that was Wemby man trying to double team, so there was no box out available, so he cut through and jumped higher than everybody that was there. It's defense, yeah, man. This defensive thing, man, is I give them the intelligence of the coaches now and the schemes. Our coaches were dumb. If the big man shot a 3 when he wasn't supposed to, or he dribbled up the court, you know what? You got benched, dude. That's what they used to do to us.
You should bench them. They suck. They can't dribble. I would bench Shaq too if he started trying to be like Joker. You can't do that. You ain't Joker. You ain't got the skills. It's fine. You ain't got the skills. You can't do it. That'd be one thing if somebody had the skills and you weren't letting them do it. But they never had those skills. You wasn't good at bringing the ball up. We were not going to let you bring the ball up, Shaq. You don't know what the hell you doing. You don't have body control. Man, you're not messing up our offense. Nah.
It was only a couple of guys that were tall that they would let you handle the ball like that. Thank you. Magic Johnson was one of the first pioneers to put a big man that big and they letting them dribble. It was okay. Lamar Odom, them guys like that, they real tall. They really could dribble. The guys wouldn't even practice that. On their skill, make that a skill, dribbling. Shaq ain't practicing dribbling. No, because coach is not going to let you do it. If he catch you doing it, I'm sitting you on the bench. It was no. It's not that they couldn't do it. That's what people don't understand. I'm like, no, it ain't that they don't have the skill. It wasn't allowed to.
I don't see it. If you can't do it, you can't do it. Because when we talked to what's it called, Sharon about that, Sharon didn't say that. Sharon said that what's his name was eligible to take as many three pointers as he wanted to. Damon Stoudemire. There was no coach that was saying, nah, you can't shoot as much threes as you want. If he had the shot, he was going to take it. He's going to do it. That's it. Again, basketball was not as advanced as it is today. You didn't need to think that much. There's a reason why you get advanced and you evolve in life. There's something that forces you. There's a block that forces you to shift and do something different because the normal stuff ain't working. That's how we got to this point. That after a while no longer worked. Going to some big dude in the block and just posting and doing a simple hook shot 10 feet from the rim and him still bricking it was no longer good basketball. They had to figure out better ways to score more, and that's why we have today's NBA game now. You got to strategize versus all of these things. You got to worry about OG. You got to worry about Cat. You got to worry about Jalen Brunson. You got to worry about Josh Hart. You got to worry about Mikal Bridges. You got to worry about Castle. You got to worry about Champagne. You got to worry about Fox. You got to worry about Wemby. You got to worry about all these dudes, man. All these dudes could do something with the basketball on the basketball court, and they doing it on both sides of the floor. I don't know what y'all be watching, but y'all saw how I was talking. I was having fun. That game was great. That was that was the craziest game I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen nothing like that in anything.
No way in hell,
I don't even think I've ever seen a game
watching
like that in Madden or 2K.
Tell me how they lost it.
I had several people told me they went to sleep. I had several people who told me the next day they went to sleep and they woke up to the Knicks winning.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy. I watched a lot of games.
Great, man.
Their comeback was on my Mount Rushmore of great games. I don't care if baseball, soccer, or whatever. That is one of them. I was like, no way. Yes way. Yeah, they did that. And not only that, they did it in the finals.
Yeah, I find it hard for the Spurs to respond from after that loss. I think it's going to be too. I think it's just too much for them. They're going to fight, but I think it's going to be. And it's supposed to be. I heard like 50% of the tickets that were sold in San Antonio are New York Knicks fans tickets. Yeah. So I think even the fan base in San Antonio kind of gave up on their team. So, like I said, it's still going to be a great thing because New York winning the championship with all that they've been through and what they're going through right now. It's going to be good for the league. And they're getting a lot of views. A lot of people are watching this NBA Finals. It's getting big pub during the summer of the World Cup. On top of that, we all know the World Cup is big, and it's in the U.S. So it's kind of the NBA is still getting a lot of praise and a lot of promo for that. And Isaiah Thomas came out and said Michael Jordan didn't have the flu for the flu game. I don't know if y'all heard that. But he came out and said that. He did come out and say that, man. But we got George in the building, man. Let's give George some love, man. What up, George, man? Thanks for joining, man. I don't know if you... Well, you heard the debate. You want to talk about that, or if you want to talk about the finals? Welcome to the
I'd
Friday
rather
Night
talk
Exposure
about the
with Dave
finals.
Exposure,
I
man.
only got one thing to say about the finals.
What's got to say?
Like I said in the comments, if he leave Alvarado in certain stints of the game with Brunson, they're going to beat him because you can't have Wemby out there chasing Alvarado around. And what I noticed, when nobody's cutting to the basket, everybody's waiting for a three-point shot. They would have been got this game back under control, but no, they still playing three. They play like the Houston Rockets, still shooting threes and not trying to go to twos to keep the lead. They shot 8 straight threes.
How many threes did they shoot in the second half? Because I don't remember. I know they shot 26 threes in the first half, and they were 14 or 26, which is crazy.
They
It was
was
an
like
NBA Finals
60%
record.
in the first half. They shot
No,
lights
they were on fire. They were lights out in the first
fire.
half. It was But I don't know if they shot that much. I think they shot like 12 3-pointers in the second half or something like that. I could be wrong. I don't remember. I didn't remember that because again, while we were watching the game, all I kept thinking to myself, if the Knicks pull this off, this is gonna be crazy. And they kept chipping in and chipping in and chipping in. I mean, if something's, I mean, when did we all when did y'all realize whatever the Spurs was doing wasn't working anymore? Because I didn't notice that it wasn't working anymore.
When they scored only 14,
I started noticing the Knicks were making a comeback. I didn't really
when
notice
they
what the
only
Spurs were
scored
doing.
14 points in the third quarter.
In that third quarter.
Yeah, bro. I said they losing this league. And
It's
they
getting
show
bad.
enough.
They need to change up and do something different.
Yeah, they playing too fast. And first of all, you gotta get the
But
ball out of.
we're up
You
by
gotta get the ball
20
out
with
of
9 minutes left.
Nah, but one boy. Here's the thing. When I knew it was over, that was when when Wemby missed the 2 free throws. Like I still had faith in them winning, but once he missed those free throws, I don't care what happened afterwards. Y'all gonna try to blame De'Aaron Fox? I don't care. I knew they lost after that.
Yeah, but Fox made a
That was a
lot
big
of
part.
fun plays too. Like coming course, half court.
Them 2 free
Wemby
throws
ain't even
were
cross-
crucial though.
Wemby
But by then
ain't
there was already
Nobody
No,
on the
because they were up
Spurs
by 1
has
point.
that
They were
deep
up
of
by
a
1
playoff
point
experience.
when he missed
So
those 2 free throws.
everybody
If he
made
made
mistakes,
those 2 free
not
throws,
just Fox.
no, I already know. That's why I
Fox made
I don't
too many
understand why
Oh yeah,
everybody's just trying
exactly.
to
Yeah.
hang on
He
Fox.
made too
Like
many mistakes.
I don't
no,
know,
he did,
man.
but at the
I
same
don't know.
time, you still got to understand that 9 for 25 is not a good thing. That's never a
Yeah,
good
but
thing.
No, I know that.
but
And listen,
but
have y'all
also
ever seen the Terry Rozier tapes? Have y'all ever seen the Terry Rozier tapes? Have y'all ever seen the tapes of the games supposedly that he was throwing? Have y'all ever seen the games? Like ever seen it? Like just the footage?
No,
of
I
him,
wasn't too
like,
interested in it, so
I
I
think
didn't actually pay
the
attention.
one
Bruh.
time he hurt his foot or something, I seen that when they were showing
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
They were, bro. That's what it looked like Fox was doing when people started showing me the stuff that Fox was doing. I was like, because I remember the turnovers, but I didn't remember that it was Fox doing the turnovers. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, remember, I'm doing the lives when we were talking. We were having a lot of fun watching that game. But then when you went back and watched all those silly turnovers that they were going through in the fourth quarter, I was like, damn, that was all Fox. And some of them looked like he was just like, oh, here. Like he literally just threw the ball out of bounds. Like he wasn't even throwing it at a player or nothing. Like, why did you just throw the ball out of bounds? Like, what was
you
that?
talking about
Player move, Johnny.
when
The
he was
player
coming
move.
across half court. Wemby's coming between him and Castle.
Yes.
Why would you try to throw a pass over a 7'4" dude? Castle can't see the pass coming. Why don't you wait for Wemby to get in his position for you to pass the ball? You're not even getting pressured.
Not to mention, Castle just handed you the ball. He ain't trying to bring the ball up. That's why he gave you the ball. It was almost like he saw his defender and was like, oh, I don't want it here. And he, like I said, but he just threw a bad pass. And even the other one, when he tried to do a little pocket pass, he threw it right to Jalen Brunson.
Right to
Literally,
him.
right to him.
And don't remember he was trying to break him down off the dribble, lost the handle, and took that dumb step back 3. Like, why
Now,
you
I got a
Brunson
question.
on him, attack him.
Yeah.
Did anybody look up the rule for the over and back call that people say they miss?
No, he never crossed it. He never crossed it with the basketball.
No,
I know
he
that. I just
did.
want to know that everybody else looking.
No, George. My question to you, George, is it the ball or is it the player?
It's the ball.
Because the ball never crossed.
The ball never crossed the line.
The ball never crossed the line. He crossed the line and went back but the ball never went on their side of the floor. The ball never got to the Knicks side of the court.
I think what people are confused about with this is like, since the ball hadn't crossed back, even if his foot went back, the ball has to cross first. So if the ball had already crossed half court and then his foot went back after that, then that would have been the backcourt violation.
That would have been okay. But since the ball never crossed over, it doesn't matter what he does. He can go back and forth.
It doesn't matter what he does.
No. Wait a minute.
No?
He can't be straddling the line and still go back.
No, he could still straddle the line, but the thing is they have the 8-second violation, so you can't. It's not like you could just do that forever.
I understand that.
Yeah, but it's not a backcourt violation. It wouldn't be backcourt because that's what he technically did. He technically put his 2 feet in on the other side of the court and then brought his 2 feet out while he still was dribbling that way because he was kind of keeping his body between him and the defender. But I think they called a timeout right before that. I think the Knicks got a timeout, and I think that's what happened. Because again, I wasn't had the volume up, but I think that's what it was called, right? Because they didn't call nothing. It wasn't like a foul. It was just a timeout, right?
Oh, yeah. They gave him a timeout.
Just looking at it, but it wasn't a back.
We didn't know what it was. We was like, "Yo, is this a foul? Is it a timeout?"
It looked funny. It did look funny though, but it wasn't back.
The thing of it was that the announcers, who are 2 basketball players, didn't know the rule. They was hollering, he did it backcourt.
Yeah, they stand right there. They stand right there too. They right there. They ran at the half-court line.
Hey, FYI, if the Knicks win,
yeah, man,
I'm wearing Tim's all
that was a crazy game.
You said FYI.
FYI is crazy.
Yeah, I'm wearing Tim's all year in the summer in Texas, baby. Hey, but hold on. This next game in San Antonio, we beat down some New Yorkers. You guarantee that. We getting some New Yorkers for what they did in New York. We getting some.
I ain't even mad.
Watch the news.
I ain't even mad. That was despicable.
Oh my God, that was.
I ain't gonna lie.
With that old man.
2 weeks ago,
he looked like he old enough to be Chilltown Pops.
Listen, two weeks ago, 2 Cents was saying, "Man, I can't stand New Yorkers.
I can't." But you got to give them.
They're arrogant. And then he's like, "You know what? I'm gonna put on some Timberlands, man. I'm gonna put on some Timberlands, man."
Anybody who's been in New York should have known that something like that would happen in New York.
Yeah,
because they don't have no control.
They ain't used to winning.
Man. They done won Super Bowls. They done won Super Bowls now. They done won World Series.
Nah, but nothing's like the Knicks. Nothing's like the Knicks.
I understand that.
They like the Yankees. They like the Yankees. They like the Giants.
Dang, how you gonna talk about one with people like that, man?
I know that.
No. The problem is that it's split. It's split. There's a lot of Mets fans in New York. There's a lot of Jets fans in New York. So, but the Knicks is everybody's team. Like the Knicks there is nothing like the New York Knicks in that fan base. That New York City, that place is going crazy right now. That city is on fire right now.
That ain't Juan Boy's team.
Nah, that's not. Juan Boy's a Laker fan. Leave Juan Boy alone. Juan Boy like the Lakers. He's smart.
Like the Lakers. I love
when he was a kid, they had Patrick Ewing. What are you gonna vote for, Patrick Ewing or Magic Johnson?
Man, I seen that '94 finals. I lost $5 on that.
Oh, that was it. You were done then. $5 in '94 was a lot of money, boy. To lose for a 10-year-old to lose.
You know how many?
What's that for? Like $40 or $50
I could go to
now?
school with lunch and get snacks after school with that.
Man, that Josh Hart missed dunk layup. That was Patrick Ewing all over again.
That was Patrick Ewing again. Oh, did you see the guy on the sideline? How his reaction again?
That was Bernard King.
They were and then what's it called too? But the girl who does SUV, the special unit, Coco. She pushed the referee. She pushed Gucci Man.
You talking about what's her name?
Mariska, son, yeah. She legitimately pushed Gucci Man after they lost. Like, get out the way, I'm getting on this court. She was all on the court going crazy. No, she's a real Knicks fan. That is crazy, bro. And I hate them people too. I hate every last one of them.
She still look good.
The other dude from Law and Order was on
she
that
do look good. She still look good, bro. Law and Order been on since the early days.
She still look good. She still look good.
Ooh-wee.
Hey, some of them don't lose it, bro. She really do look good like that.
Good Lord.
She really do.
For real? She ain't got no act.
Mariska Hargitay.
It's the face. It's that face.
That's one of the reasons.
It's the face, man.
I can't even care about no face. She got acetol because she got no ass at all.
I just want to know why. I just want to know this. Why is all these New York artists not singing the national anthem?
That's a good question. But you know what?
Because we got
Wu-Tang performed though at halftime.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang performed at halftime, and because of that, the Knicks came back. When Method Man walked off that stage and told that crowd, Knicks in 5, best believe it.
Oh man,
that thing
niggas
changed
hyped.
everything. That changed everything. And you know he left. You know he didn't stay. He left.
Yeah, since.
He had to leave. He busy.
Yeah, I know he had to leave. I know he had to leave, but the other guy stayed. But he left. He was like, man, I wish I would have stayed. But he was like, matter of fact, I'm glad I did leave because maybe me leaving was a part of that. Because that was one thing too. I saw all the Knicks people that were like doing like voodoo and like praying and like all the like it was yo.
Them
I mean,
niggas
a guy
were
did a whole
desperate,
video.
bro.
Yo,
They
bro,
were
a guy did a
fiending,
whole
bro.
video. A guy did a
Bro,
whole
they were
video
so
showing
fucking
it, dude,
desperate.
it was hilarious, bro. It was
That
hilarious.
shit was funny.
Oh,
I
it
ain't
was
gonna lie.
funny,
That
man.
shit was funny.
That was funny, man. That showed like watching the Knicks fans made you realize how much a fan you were, because you was like, damn, if I was in that position, that's the exact same shit I'd be doing too. Because I remember Game 6, 2013 NBA Finals. We're down 5 points with 20 seconds left, bro. I literally had my head down like this, bro. I was just like I was out of it. I didn't know what I was gonna go through. I was so hurt. I was like, damn, we about to lose the NBA Finals. This is not.
And
This
they
is some bullshit.
just put the trophy by the scores table too.
Yo, LeBron hit the 3-pointer. I was like, okay, let me pull this Henny right quick. Maybe we got a chance. Then what's his name missed the free throw.
Kawhi, right?
Yeah,
Ginobili,
Kawhi.
him
And then I was like, okay, LeBron's gonna hit this 3. I was like, LeBron's gonna hit this 3. He gonna shut all you haters up. Brick, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen, bang, 3-pointer. I'm like, bro, you can hear it. The whole like. Everybody was watching. The whole neighborhood. Everybody was screaming from blocks. Like it was crazy. And that's what that night felt when I watched the OG tipping. It was like the same thing. Like I could only imagine if you lived in New York, you probably heard the whole city screaming after that tipping.
They thirsty. You got to remember they haven't won.
They won
I mean, if you're a baseball fan, yeah, the Yankees, but even the Giants, they don't even play. They play in New Jersey.
Years ago.
They play in New Jersey, so it's a different feel. You know, even with the Giants, they there, but they not there.
Stadium in New York. It's about that time.
The Bronx.
I would say no matter how much New York is thirsty for a championship, they got other teams over there that have won. So I don't think it's gonna be as emotional as when Cleveland won 10 years ago. Like them niggas was jumping up and down and crying, bro.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
They ain't got no championships over there.
I know Cleveland's a sports town, but this is
not
the
like
Knicks.
New York.
This is the Knicks, y'all.
And
This is
the media sports capital too.
Historical franchise. Is the Knicks.
But they didn't won they got championships though. And they didn't win the in-season cup. They wasn't too excited about that either.
It had been 50 years.
Nah, I can tell y'all one team that can beat that. That's when the Cubs won.
Something like that. Yeah, something like that. You see, like the Cubs. But even when Boston Red Sox won, remember when the Boston Red Sox won? That was crazy too. Like people remember they came back down 0-3 and won that series.
On the Yankees in 2004.
On the Yankees, imagine that they beat the Yankees and then go out and win the World Series.
Niggas was hyped
That
when
was
the Braves
crazy.
won too. When the Braves won.
But again, Atlanta people don't care about sports like that. But when we talking about New York, bruh, that is crazy. Tomorrow night, there's gonna on a Saturday night in New York City. That is going to be crazy.
If they win, it's going to be crazy.
Yes, it's going to be crazy.
No, they're playing Spurs. Oh, you talking about tomorrow?
They play.
They play tomorrow. But I'm just saying, but you know the watch parties because the whole city, bro. They showed it again. Like I said, I saw a clip where they had the cops who were supposedly watching the streets because there's people in the streets. They were all huddled up. Yeah, they huddled up between two cop vans with a tablet watching the game. Like 12 cops. They are even watching the games.
Yeah,
like
they gotta stay on high alert.
Mm-hmm. But again,
wait till you see the Spurs game tomorrow. When you look outside, them Hispanics, them dang on cholos and all that.
No, but like I said, I heard 50% of the ticket sales are New York Knicks fans. That's what I was told.
They don't. Well, 10% gonna get their butt whooped tomorrow. Watch this. Win or lose, you better hope they don't lose because they're gonna jump them, bro. You better not have on no Knicks jersey. They're gonna get you tomorrow. I promise you, it'll be on the news.
Have fun, Frank. Enjoy yourself. Nah, it's what. Listen, I had the Knicks winning in 6. I had the Knicks winning in 6, but because the way the San Antonio Spurs lost the last game and the way they kind of coughed up game 2 with a chance to win that one, I just don't see how they can muster up a victory in game 5, man. I think they come out strong, but I think the Knicks stay focused.
Gonna walk them down again.
Yeah, just walk them down again.
Hey, John, you think it's over tomorrow?
I think it's over tomorrow, man. I really do. I really think it's over tomorrow.
Yeah, the Spurs ain't giving you no reason to think it's not.
Yeah. I mean, that hurt. 29 points in the third quarter with 9 minutes left, and you let them come. That's demoralizing. So what you do in the first half,
what I'm saying.
It don't matter.
I think that's
how they looking at it.
Damn, bro. And when they asked Wemby about it, what did Wemby say? He was like, I don't know. I think we got greedy, which made me think to myself, they thought, yeah, we found out the formula, right? Like, we know exactly how to beat these guys. And then you didn't. And it's like he said, we got
this is
greedy.
like the second game in this series that they can't close because of the lack of execution.
Game 2.
You lost by 1 point in 2 games, bro.
They've been up by double
terrible,
digits
bro.
every game. They've been up by
That's
double
terrible.
digits in every game.
In every game too. So the fact that you choking like this, bro, you can't close against this team, and it's bad enough that the Knicks are already one of the best. They're the best clutch team left in the playoffs.
And they're one of the best defensive teams.
And they're one of the best defensive teams. So
yep, and Brunson's
you can't make mistakes, man. They're gonna take advantage of that.
Supposedly, Brunson has the highest fourth quarter points per game in the finals since it's been recorded in '97, with 10-point-something points per game in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that was wild.
Crazy. Again, that I seen it from this kid, man. Again, when he was in Dallas, he was doing stuff. And when he got to New York, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be good."
John,
he's just a smart player. He's just a smart player, man.
He's been doing this since Villanova.
That's what people been telling me.
He's been doing this since Villanova.
Yeah, they won 2 championships.
He's been doing this since Stevenson.
16. Yeah, he was nice as shit.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a while.
Go watch his high school. Go watch his high school shit.
So what's gonna happen? Because I keep hearing, oh, geez, the Finals MVP, but Brunson's averaging 29 points per game, and he's really been the best player the whole series.
Yeah, I think he's been the most.
I think Brunson gonna win the
playoffs though.
Hey, shout out to OG, but if you saying OG and Nobley is the Finals MVP, bro, you just got recency bias. The reason why they've been able to be in most of these games is because of Jalen Brunson, bro.
Yeah,
he's the Finals MVP by far.
You know, it's funny. 2 games ago, it was Carl Anthony Towns. Now all of a sudden it's OG. That's why I find it funny.
So my thing was, when I had Carl Anthony Towns, I always said that for the first 2 games he was more impactful, but Jalen Brunson was still out there doing his thing. Wasn't nobody talking about no OG and Nobley in game 1 and game 2.
Nobody.
Y'all bringing him up now, and that's disingenuous as fuck. Y'all just hating on Jalen Brunson, bro. He's the Finals MVP. He's been the most consistent in all 4 of these games.
No disrespect to the bandwagon. He's going to be excluded from this conversation, but we're going to talk about the fake New York Knicks fans. What do we do with them? Because there's some fake New York Knicks fans, bro.
And they already agenda pushers.
Juan Boy knows what I'm talking about too. Juan Boy knows what I'm talking about. Guys like Stephen A. Smith and Cameron, who don't want to. Who didn't want to go through the Knick fan base? Because I'm telling you something. Like, my wife is a real Knick fan. She knows some real Knick fans. They went through it. They went through it. They were riding for their team no matter what. That's why we all hate them, because it's always the Knicks this, the Knicks that, Knicks. Then you have, but then you have the Stephen A. Smiths, who disowned the team because of all the crying and losing that they went through, but now are trying to act like they've been a part of this whole time. Like, we got to be able to call these dudes out, right? We got to call them out, right? Like King's Speech Road. Now all of a sudden, King's Speech Road, everything is about the Knicks. Everything he posts now is New York.
But now the whole summer. He was talking about Bron the whole summer.
You talking about Bron?
He had predictions for the Lakers. He had prediction the Lakers were not going to make the playoffs, but he had no prediction his Knicks were going to make the finals.
John, Hey, John, did he pay Lamont bet?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know. Did he?
Okay,
he did.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna say this about Queen Rotisserie. I ain't never seen a true blue Knicks fan that is a fan of Jeffrey, bro. I've never seen it, bro. Jeffrey whooped their ass so much in the '90s, bro. Like every time I talk to some old head Knicks fans, bro, they can't stand that
They
motherfucker.
can't stand
They was
Jordan,
glad
but
that
them
LeBron and Kobe
niggas.
came into the league because they finally could say that they got somebody that could shit on Mike. They
Hey,
dead
don't
ass would tell
forget
me that.
Bronx. Don't forget Bronx on Bronx, ex Bronx.
And Bronx born, yeah, he a
I
fake
think
ass Knicks fan too. You don't
I
talk
think
nothing
that's
Can't
about the
stand
Knicks. You
Reggie
talking about the
either.
Lakers all the time.
They
The
can't
same
stand
way
Reggie either.
So
the
nigga, if you
same
talk
way
about
we
my
hate
team
Kawhi.
more than you talk
no, they
about your
can't
own
stand
team,
Reggie.
bro,
My
you're
wife
not a
hates
real
Reggie.
fucking Knicks fan, bro. You're
She
not a real
said
Knicks fan.
she says NBC makes Reggie does the Knicks games on
Only
purpose
time he watched,
to annoy Knicks
only
fans.
time Roe watched the Knicks is when they play the Lakers.
But
That's
let me
facts.
answer. Let me answer. Keep it 100 here. He says all MJ fans want Wemby to lose. They want Wemby to have a losing finals record. I don't think so. I think they actually wanted Wemby to win so they can say he's better than LeBron. But they kind of have a double-edged sword here because if Wemby wins, they can praise Wemby and say he's better than LeBron. But if Mike Brown wins, they can say LeBron couldn't win without Mike Brown.
Yeah, so LeBron's
It's
in
a
a lose-lose
lose-lose.
situation.
Yep.
He's in a
Always,
lose-lose
we always know that with LeBron. It's always a lose-lose situation with LeBron. It's never with them. It's always
I don't
they
think
get,
so, but the Jordan.
Yeah, but
Knicks
them,
are-
they're gonna find a reason. They'll find a reason. They'll definitely find something.
But not really because what Wemby's doing in year 3, Jordan ain't doing year 3.
Yeah, so he's better than MJ by they logic.
I mean, let's talk
Yeah.
about it. Both Wemby and LeBron then got to the
Won their
finals
first
within their
playoff
first
series.
4 seasons.
Yeah,
Yup.
but
I
they
need
won
hold
their
on, hold
first
on. That's
playoff
one thing.
series.
That's one thing I'm gonna push back on. Don't act like the Thunder didn't have 2 major players missing.
That's true.
Don't
one.
do
Still
that.
got
They had one.
Everybody
I don't know how
Two.
much.
One.
I don't know how
One.
much
Let me
Mitchell is. I know he was playing good. Don't get me wrong, George. I'm not gonna say that,
One.
but I don't think
One.
like how many of us really thought like okay. I mean, Jalen Williams is really the guy that we can
Yeah, that's
say
it.
that.
That's
I
it.
mean, but
Let's talk
again,
about it, bro.
Mitchell was balling though. Mitchell was balling. I hear that the
Yeah.
way he was balling, he was basically like their second option.
Hey,
The way he was
hey,
playing because he was starting and
we
everything.
talking about
McCain was
teams-
getting buckets.
Mm-hmm.
Say it one more time.
McCain
I
was
mean-
also getting buckets. But that's
Oh,
not
yeah.
even
No, they
the
were playing
fact that
good.
anybody was talking about the Spurs getting to the finals. This is just a simple fact. When they compared Wemby to LeBron, they both won their first playoff series.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
but
my.
here's
I can't-
another
I can't take too much.
LeBron
My
fact
year?
in his head. Let me throw one more out. See, dude, my king, look, my
Uh-huh.
hero type players don't average 24 and 25 points like that. I'm sorry, they just don't. Dude, if you remember LeBron when he first came in the league, even when he get to the finals, he's not gonna give you that 30 points and little stuff like that. What they need to score at least 35. He need to score 35 points to 40 points for San Antonio to really whoop up on New York. They got too much to balance things out. That's why I was so impressed with LeBron his first few years, even his first few times in the finals. He ain't averaging no dang on 22 or 24 or something like that. Hell no. Neither will Kobe.
I think somebody
or
said
nothing.
that to me today. I think somebody said that to you today, and I thought that was kind of a interesting statement. They were saying how like the Spurs really rely on Wemby too much. Like it's either Wemby is balling or nobody else can really get nothing going for themselves.
We
And I
might
don't
have
know if
to
that's
investigate that.
Dylan
We
Harper
might have
did.
to investigate that.
I think they.
We
Dylan
might have to
Harper
investigate it.
I just think it's by accident, though. I just think it's
Yeah.
by accident. I really think that they built this team with a bunch of young. I don't think maybe they know how good those kids are. Maybe they know, but I don't know, man. Because like they all developed so fast, all of them. Castle, Vassell,
Harper,
like they all just came out of
Vassell.
nowhere. Yeah,
That's
Harper.
what make it scary.
Yeah, it's like all these kids they played 2-3 years in the league. Like even Wemby, like Wemby went from being just a regular dude to like instantly,
That
he's moved like Flash. It's crazy
I
how
wish
how
he would
how
recognize who he
quickly
is.
that team developed.
Wemby don't know.
It was
he's
same
a
thing with
basketball god.
OKC too.
I just think Carter Bryant is going to be the biggest
Wemby's
surprise
attitude.
out of the Spurs that people are not paying attention to, because he has the size and he has the skill. Carter Bryant is going to shock a lot of people next year.
He got that athleticism. That motherfucker athletic as shit.
He reminds me of
Both
Caron
hands, too.
Butler. He reminds me of
Nah,
Caron Butler.
He's way more athletic.
He's bigger than Caron Butler. But you can see he's a baby, though. You can tell he's 18. You can see he's fresh 18, 19 years old. You can see it in his face and his whole like you can tell like
not now lick a face
his body outgrew his head and his facial features. It hasn't grown in yet. But I mean again
like the white.
I think he could be like a Kawhi.
That's why this NBA is so great because a lot of these guys do develop their game.
And they're not taking long to do it.
Like Inside said, they be doing that one-on-one drills.
Then we tell you that. Then we tell you that.
They're doing that little one-on-one drills, just so that they can get shut down by Alvarado.
No. Hey, Johnny. We should have put on that Brunson film for you too when we were having that discussion.
What Brunson? Y'all was sitting here showing them practice. What's it called? It wasn't even practice. It was after practice scrimmage. It wasn't even during the practice. That was after practice for the USA team.
They were still doing the same shit that Kyrie was doing.
They were talking about the haas. They never showed no haas. They was like, yeah, this is so you can stop a player from doing haas. I said, well, show me a player doing haas. They never showed me a player doing haas.
We did show you some haas.
And then New World, when the player was doing haas, they stopped counting the dribbles. They said, nah, that don't count. We gotta wait till they get to the 3-point line. And they were doing the haas all behind the 3-point line. Then when they get to the 3-point line, now they dribbling.
The only one that was
I don't understand, bro.
James Harden.
I still got to count all the dribbles after you cross half court, bro. I still got to count all the dribbles.
You can't.
As soon as you get the ball and you start dribbling, I'm counting.
They don't count. They don't
He said they don't count. Like player of the month don't count. Like player of the week don't count.
According to Lamont, no, hold on, Olo, because according to Lamont, you can start that drill from anywhere on the court. You don't have to start it just behind the 3-point line. So if I want to count it behind the half court line, I could totally do that shit.
So wait. With Wemby's long stride, he can do his 1-2 step from the half court line.
He could probably get 2 dribbles from the half court line.
I mean, Giannis got 2 dribbles from the half court line at one point in time.
I know he can do it.
Oh my God! So that play Giannis did, that was a 1-2. He practiced that one, right? That was in practice, right? That was in practice. We had this conversation that we were talking about because what happened was somebody showed up, like 2 Cent, somebody an older generation was talking about how these players. Like they work on their skills and so much that they don't know how to actually just play the game. Like it's like they just know how to play from the drills and stuff like that. And then obviously Inside and Olo heard that and thought that they were talking about the one-on-one drills that these players be doing supposedly today. And that led to a whole conversation of if that's necessary because the game is really about, that's when they brought the 1-2 dribble combo moves that, obviously Kobe Bryant was famous for and Jordan and McGrady and Carmelo. And so we went to go look at this film because somebody had the nerve to say Kyrie was doing 1-2 dribble moves. And we was like, Kyrie? Let's go see this.
We showed the proof now.
The proof when you started counting. That's when you said that's the proof. When you started counting. I saw a lot of haas before he got to the 3-point line.
You didn't see all that.
And I was doing that live at work too, boy. I was at work all day. People were like, and I told them, I said, hey, it's the final. Shut me up. I shut up. I'm talking basketball with my peoples, man. Fuck y'all. I ain't coming this bitch to work.
Because what we watched? We watched the Kyrie film, the SGA film, and the Harden film in slow motion.
Yep.
When we watched
we watched Kevin Garnett too. We watched Kevin Garnett bust the whole USA team ass too.
You want to talk about great scores?
Yep, man. Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, I had to put it on slow mo. Yeah,
bro. Like we talk about getting to it real quick too with SGA. Remember that up and under he hit somebody with, finish with the left.
2 dribbles, Johnny. 2 dribbles.
Yeah, that was crazy, man.
2 dribbles? Where was he at? He was 10 feet from the rim. How much more dribbles you want to have?
No. He was behind. He was at the top.
You know what? De'Aaron Fox worked on that 1-2 dribble. That's why he went for that layup. That's what happened. He was like, "Oh, this is perfect. This is 1-2 dribble, 1-on-1. I got this." OG said, "No, you don't. Give me that."
How you think OG gonna catch you with the ball? You the fastest dude in the league. Run around the court.
Look, more zesty lies. He said MJ's mid-range was automatic. Yeah,
No,
automatic.
it wasn't.
Go tell that to the
Come on the panel.
Go,
Come on the panel. Tell us why it was automatic.
Go tell that to the '97 Eastern Conference Finals.
Hey, let me
Greg
say this.
got
You
this,
did
Greg.
old,
Greg
hey, you
after
did an
Greg.
old school joke, Johnny. I gotta get you back for that one. Hey, let me say
He's
this
like,
real
he's
quick.
back.
Yeah, let me get my face back. Now, see, I'm gonna tell you, look like this. When I grew up
All you
playing ball,
70s
yeah,
niggas
we
born in
had
the 70s.
to get the ways to dribble and do the triple threat. We had to get a VCR tape and watch it. There was a dude named Austin Lehman. He teaches the triple threat back in the day.
What's his name?
His name was Austin Lehman. And you had to buy that tape and get your hands on it. We couldn't afford to do AAU or have a special coach and all that kind of little stuff like that. See, I'm old school. Like, I went to school with Stackhouse. I played against Iverson. I went to Greenville up there and balled at the run and shoot with Kevin Garnett when he pulled up in the yellow Hummer. I'm old school, so I got both sides. I'm right there in the middle. I know these guys. I know some of them personally. They ain't my best friends. They ain't trying to flog like that. But I know what it was. Some people can do it. They wasn't not allowed to. They would stump your growth with coaches, and they kind of still kind of do it today with some players. But they learn, big men. Hey man, I can shoot the ball too.
You said it was Austin Lehman?
Yeah.
It was let's see if we can find Austin.
Austin Lehman triple threat. It was in the 80s, guaranteed. It was around. See, most of the people in here weren't but 5 years old at best when Michael Jordan was in the league. I get it, but everybody got all the smoke. I'm telling you, between the 80s and 90s, no, I won't but a 10-year-old boy during that little time frame. So I know some. I know more than most.
You remember that? George?
Hell, I remember
George
watching
still there?
Carolina games with Michael Jordan. I was a little boy.
When I was growing up, but we was more baseball and football players.
Because I know Red Auerbach had a video teaching basketball. He used to have Pistol. I know Pistol Pete Maravich had a tape teaching basketball. And if I'm correct, I think Isaiah Thomas had a tape teaching people how to dribble a basketball. But then Jordan changed everything when he came out with his. Well, I don't know what the first one was. I think it was called Playground or something like that. And when Jordan came out with his, it was different. But it wasn't a tutorial. It wasn't Jordan showing people how to do moves. It was just it was a motivational thing where Jordan was talking to kids. What's his name? Actually, the dude who played in Menace to Society was in it. Kane. Yep. But George might know the name of that when I was a kid. Then I was like 8 years old when that came up. That was like 1988.
His name like Tyrone Taylor or something like that.
Hey Jordan, teach me how to go left.
Hey, I'm gonna send you the tape. I'm gonna send you the YouTube video of this guy. You're gonna crack up because his old video. If you see,
that's what I was trying to look him up. I was trying to look him up online. I can't find him. I don't got his name. I looked up Austin Lehman triple threat.
I did it for you. It's in my history. I saved it a long time ago when I was on YouTube. I was like, I'm gonna see if I can find it. And it wasn't by his name, it was something else. But what I'll find it, I'm gonna show you, I'll put the link and show you the YouTube link, and you just look at it later.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That'd be fun to see that, man. That'd be great, man. But like I said, man, the history of the game is within the stats, the accolades, and achievements, man. As much as I like to make fun of Shaq, because I say Shaq can't do this, that, and the third, Shaq got 29,000 points, man. Shaq got 17 All-Stars, something like that. I think, Shaq got like 17 All-Stars. Shaq got a bunch of All-NBAs. Obviously, a league MVP, one of the most greatest players to ever play the game. His stats are going to stand the test of time. You're going to see Shaquille O'Neal's name in the numbers with all the stuff that he's done. And that's how everybody's going to last. Same thing with Jordan, Russell, Wilt, Kareem. It don't matter about how they did it. It's the fact that they did do it. That's all people are going to care about in the future.
Yep, because I appreciate Shaq more because there is a lot of fucking film available on Shaq in his primes. And when he was in his prime, bro, nah, fam.
Yeah, that's the nigga I want on my team, bro.
I ain't gonna try to hear nothing nobody got to say when it comes to Shaq no more.
Hey, come on now. We know what it is.
And I'm talking about on both ends, man.
Both ends of the force, son.
Like, when you got to go down and Shaq, you might take some punishment because you going there. If you running into him and he jump, you might punch your shot. You might fall on your neck. Know what I'm saying? and then he going to run it. Then he athletic enough to get down court. Sometimes he beating the guards
He
down.
beating the guards up the court. Shit, he moving that quick.
Yeah, man, he was
Talking about
just slow.
Shaq can't bring the ball up.
You know that.
You should be ashamed of yourself, hey Johnny.
Nah, he can't.
And then they try to, and somebody on the panel had the nerve to say Charles Barkley is better because he gets more rebounds. He's better at getting position than Shaq.
Nigga,
I said, you really think Charles Barkley is harder to move in the paint than Shaq?
Oh my goodness. I'm glad I wasn't there, one boy, because you know I flip
Shaq,
out when
nah.
niggas start disrespecting Shaq.
No, once Shaq got the ball in a certain spot, there was no stopping Shaq. Simple and plain.
But no, I'm just talking about like, remember because he was getting a lot of Kobe bricks. That's on the film too. A lot of them bricks, Kobe's getting Shaq down there, grabbing them joints.
Yup, grabbing them joints, putting back.
Moving him.
Mm-hmm. Hey, but his touch around the rim was dope too.
Yes, it was.
Getting nice hook shots, tip ins.
Yeah, he was even hitting 10-footers.
Yeah, a little mid range.
I think Shaq got bigger in LA, and I think Phil told him that's fine. Don't worry about it. Just be ready in June.
Yeah, that's why he punched Kobe in the face. Like, let me try and tell me what, man, get your out of it.
Yeah, I think if Shaq would have really took himself seriously and would have stayed in shape for all those years, there would have been no question. The GOAT debate would have been Shaq versus LeBron.
Well, I don't think.
That's
Shaq's
first.
I don't think Shaq's weight, bro. I ain't trying to hear that.
I don't think his weight though. No, I agree with you. I agree with you. I don't think his weight was really the issue.
No,
I think
it wasn't his
really
weight. It was just being out of shape. Shaq didn't work out. He just took time off. He just, like, if he would have just stayed healthy and
just stayed disciplined. Just stayed disciplined.
Just stayed focused. Because he regrets it now because he wishes he scored 30,000 points. He's seeing all the people pass him now.
He see what LeBron do every time he got an interview with LeBron because LeBron done broke some milestone. This nigga always be talking about how he jealous. Nigga, we know what it is.
And he would have had it too. He could have had 20 All-Stars. He could have played 20 years. He would have had 20 All-Stars, all kinds of stuff. Shaq was loved, man. Shaq would have been, and he was done dirty too. He should have got more than one MVP.
He should have got more than one MVP.
But that was on him though too. That was still on him.
Actually, like going to the 2010s, like if he would have even got back to like the physical form he was in Orlando, he still would have been dominant. Because now
that's what I'm saying. And Orlando Shaq was
still stronger.
Yeah, the Orlando Shaq was still strong and quick. He just gained like 20, 30 pounds in those 2-3 years in the LA. And by the time Phil saw that, Phil was like, you know what, we can use that. Don't worry about it. We got Kobe for the perimeter. You just go down there and we're gonna get you the ball every time. Don't worry about it. Just overpower everybody.
He done broke back. He done shattered glass backboards. He done broke down whole stanchions. And this is in Orlando.
He brought down the reinforced ones too. They had to reinforce them. They had to reinforce them, and then he still broke them bitches.
I remember when he broke the rim when he was on inside the NBA with Ahmad Rashad.
Bro, he just snapped the whole rim off the back.
See, the NBA used to be so cool back then, bro. Back then, we used to wake up Saturday mornons, watch cartoons, and then watch Inside the NBA. Inside stuff. I'm talking about inside stuff. Inside stuff.
Inside stuff. Hey Johnny, why was everybody Ahmad Rashad's main man?
Oh. Well, I'm with my main man. I'm with my main Kenneth Smith. I'm with my main man, Vernon Maxwell.
He did. Remember, he did the interview with Zoe. Didn't he do the interview with Zoe Larry Johnson?
And for the Charlotte Hornets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the Hornets.
Yeah, that was a big time. Like I said, I was a Hornets fan when I was a kid. They had the coolest. They had the coolest. No, because
that's an organization that don't know how to run it for office till this day still. Well, it's gotten better now.
Let me tell you something. The Heat would have been the same way if we didn't get Pat Riley. You see, all those teams didn't do too well. They Orlando coughed up Shaq, right?
Pat Riley, he won't go as hot.
Pat Riley saved the Miami Heat. To be honest with you, the Heat were going nowhere until Pat Riley showed up. Minnesota coughed up Kevin Garnett. Who's the other team? The Charlotte Hornets coughed up Larry Johnson and that whole situation there.
Baron Davis.
Baron Davis, another one. They coughed that one up. They messed that one up too as well. What's the other? That's not even.
You messed up Chris Paul and J.R. Smith. How you do that?
Let me ask y'all something. You see how y'all go around and y'all don't want to say certain people names? First of all, if Shaq would have listened to Kobe, how many championships they would have won? And then y'all just went around naming all these Charlotte Hornets Well, who was the guy they picked and traded? Yeah, y'all
We
go
said
around
that.
that?
We just said that.
No.
We just
Y'all
said
didn't say
that.
that man name that
No, we
once.
just said that. Who?
That is wild, hey
Kobe?
Johnny. Yeah, of course, you know who I'm talking
We did
about.
say Kobe's name.
If Shaq would have
Who? Oh,
listened
you
to
talking about
Kobe,
LeBron?
when Kobe was telling him, like, let's get in the gym, let's get this done, they would have beat the Pistons. But no, Shaq was a
Yeah, but
party
Shaq was
dude,
listening to
but I don't
Phil.
blame him.
But
I don't blame him.
he was listening to
Shaq
Phil
wanted
because he was listening to Phil. Phil told him,
Shaq.
"Don't worry about it."
I
That's
get it.
why,
I
because
get
Phil
it.
told him that. It was Phil.
I get it.
And like I said, Shaq regrets all of that, though, and Shaq does regret it because he's starting to see how he messed up too. He's starting to realize that like he should have did his part. He should have. And so even sometimes he's still a little arrogant now because when he talks about the Miami Heat, he always talk about how Pat Riley tried to give him that body fat test and how he used to like find ways to stick his way out of it, and that he used to tell Pat Riley like I won 3 championships being big. Alonzo Mourning never won nothing, and he was like Alonzo was ripped. Obviously, we know Alonzo stayed in shape.
Was.
Yeah. So yeah, Shaq was still arrogant in that, still saying about how he could eat double cheeseburgers and still win a championship.
Well, I mean, it was facts though. It was facts though. I mean, I don't even think it was necessarily Shaq not listening to Kobe. I think Kobe was just too much of a fucking hard ass, bro.
See, there we go, bro.
He the
There
one
we
that
go.
was jealous of Shaq because Shaq could literally do what he just said. I can eat
How?
cheeseburgers and take a nap, nigga, and walk out of my bed and drop 50, 60 points. And because he was doing that, he was the best player. Kobe out here putting in the work, but he not getting the recognition. So of course he was jealous, nigga.
I think
He's not getting what?
I think Kobe let Mike get in his head, and I think if he was smart, he should have milked Shaq for everything Shaq could have gave him to help him win more championships. And when Shaq could have been gone, he would have had more time. He would have been able to play longer, and he would have had more championships. Kobe would have had 7, 8 championships, and he would still have
All Kobe had to do is
and
keep
probably
his
even greater
fucking mouth
numbers.
shut. That's all he had to do is just keep his mouth shut
So
and
they
be
were
little
all
brother,
they both
nigga.
no, but the problem was he didn't like that. And they always said that about Kobe. They said Kobe never liked being that. Like he never liked the idea of being Shaq's little brother. Like he didn't like the conversation about that.
Yeah, because he don't like the fact that there's somebody on his team that's better than him. That's literally where the issue came from. He didn't like the fact that this nigga, especially Shaq, because like you said, in Kobe's eyes, Shaq is an undisciplined fat ass, but everybody in the whole world is saying that Shaq is better than him. No, but that's the thing. In Kobe's head, he sees this, and he also sees people saying that Shaq is better than him, who's always working out, always disciplined, always trying to improve, and he don't think that Shaq is better than him, but everybody else think that. You know what I'm saying? That's why it bothered this nigga.
Yes, you think that, bro? How many games did Shaq close out?
After the first 3-peat, Shaq said to everybody in
Come on, bro. Y'all
the
need to
media,
stop it.
you need to take that jersey off and put
I'm making
your own
George
jersey
mad.
on.
No, George is a big time Kobe guy. We all know that. George, boy, when it comes to Kobe,
Shaq had Kobe back. Nigga,
which
take
is
that
odd to
jersey
me.
off and put your own shit on.
George, ain't you born in the 70s?
Man, Shaq had Kobe's back, and
What's
Kobe
that got
fucked
to do
around
with
and snitched to
anything?
the police, nigga.
No, because
that was some dog
people,
shit.
because most people who are Kobe fans, well, you know what? They were born in the 70s, like my brother.
Hey, Kobe fans are all snakes, nigga. They love that Mamba mentality, nigga. They love snitching on their homeboys.
Damn.
They always make excuses for that shit. Whenever that shit get brought up, oh, Kobe a snitch, nigga. He a weak ass nigga, bro.
Why y'all be going at Kobe for stuff that happened 20 years ago? Damn, man, leave Kobe alone, man. Goddamn,
That was facts,
man.
nigga. If you gonna tell somebody that I'm cheating on my wife, nigga, tell my wife. Why the fuck you tell the police, nigga? That don't make no
But
sense.
he wasn't friends with Shaq, so he's not really snitching, is it? He's not
Is
friends with Shaq.
that why LeBron
Nigga, they
did
were friends,
West
bro.
like
They were
that?
friends. Come on now.
Is that why LeBron did West like that? Because he was boning his mama?
Who? How? Who was
Who? LeBron didn't snitch on West. What are you talking about?
I said, is that why LeBron did West like that? Because he was boning his mama?
What'd he do to West?
What did he do?
He didn't try to help the man after the man went down and got on drugs. He didn't try to go back and pull him out the gutter. That was his teammate.
They wasn't close like that. They wasn't
Wait a
close
minute.
like that.
When did Michael Jordan abandon his whole teammate because they were drug addicts?
Yeah.
His whole team?
Yeah, Jordan told on his teammates too.
We're not talking about Mike.
No, we just talking about integrity. At the end of the day, the difference is, listen, the difference is that I know, because when that happened with Shaq and Kobe, even I kind of fell into the thing like, damn, that's fucked up what Kobe did. But in reality, Kobe was never none of these dudes' friends. Kobe was
How
not
old
down
was
with these
Kobe?
guys.
How old was Kobe when Kobe did that?
He was in
What
his
was he?
20s, man.
Huh?
24, 20, 24, 23?
Yeah, but no, don't do that, Delonte West. That was disrespectful. He hit his
No,
mom.
I mean, listen, man.
They
He
both
hit his mom.
grown.
There's no evidence
First
that
off,
happened. There's no
that's what I'm
evidence that
saying.
happened.
I don't know. I don't know where that ever came from. That LeBron James,
Yeah.
like that Gloria James was messing with what's it called? I've never heard that before.
Well,
I've only heard
yeah,
that
they
through
both
the
grown.
like. I've never heard that. Like, see, like I've heard of the Kobe Bryant and Karl Malone situation. Like I've heard them speak about it, so that's real. I've heard about the Tony Parker situation. That's real. I've
Yeah,
heard about
he
the
slept with Brett Berry's wife.
or Steve Nash. I think Steve Nash's wife was also another incident that happened with Steve Nash's wife as well. I heard about that scenario.
What? You never heard of that with LeBron?
Matt Barnes, baby.
No, I've heard of it, but I've never heard it from the players or from a league source. It's always been just from fans.
Yeah. That was why you
Yeah.
think LeBron didn't help the dude out when he was down on his luck? Because
he was never. Because LeBron doesn't.
He wasn't.
He wasn't close like that with him.
How many goddamn crack addicts LeBron James know in his life? He don't help every crack. Why I gotta help crack addict? What the hell am I supposed to help a crack addict for?
No, man. It was a guy down on his luck like that. LeBron could have helped him out. I wouldn't have helped him either. That kind of reinforced what happened. Like, man, you did what you did. That's okay.
Man.
But I ain't messing with you no more. I don't care. You did to me.
You just my teammate. That we don't hang out and chill like
No,
that. That
bro,
got nothing to do with me.
no.
I've seen
ain't
Scotty
just-
fall on his
Johnny, if
back
you
and
ever played
MJ
with
ain't even
me-
come up to help him get off the court.
Yeah, you.
Nah, I mean, I
had.
had a friend that got locked up while we were playing. It wasn't like, well, he got locked up. That's you. You messed up. You got locked up. What we supposed to do for you? You got locked up.
You didn't put that money on the man books. You didn't do nothing.
Man, put no money on his books. I'm 16.
Hey,
we barely got money to get to the damn game right now. Right? What you mean? You got locked up, man. He got locked up. And when Zoe came out, we were like, damn, Zoe, you missed out on the championship, Zoe. We ain't give him no trophy. We ain't give him a hat. We ain't give him a shirt. Nothing. He ain't get...
Nah, if I would have got out, I probably would have punched you in the mouth, though. You could have sent a letter or something.
And we played 8 games. We played 8 games, and he played 5 of the 8 games. He got locked up in the middle of the season. We was like, nigga, how you gonna get locked up in the middle of the season?
Oh, that ain't
obviously we know how he got locked up, but it is what it is. Shout out to Zoe, man. That was back when we were kids, man. But I guess I gotta stop hating on Kobe, man. Kobe's dead, man. Leave Kobe alone, man.
Yeah,
it's
don't
bad enough
leave him alone,
we can just talk about his career. We don't have to dig into the Shaq scenario. Again, I think he had his rights to be mad at Shaq. I just think that at the end of the day, somebody could have looked at both of them in the eyes and said, man, we are gonna win championships. Both of y'all need to shut up. Shaq, you need to get into the gym, and Kobe, you need to just shut up and do what we tell you to do. But the problem is you couldn't tell Kobe that. Kobe would have left LA. If they would have told Kobe that, Kobe would have left LA. Kobe would have been gone.
They had 5 straight coming, bro. I swear to God. They were that good doing that. As a matter of fact, didn't they change the rule that last year or that first year LeBron?
Yeah, they were supposed to beat the Spurs in 2003. They were supposed to beat they were supposed to beat all those teams. They could have won a championship. They could have won 2000, 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. They could have won 7 straight titles. They could have won 7 straight titles.
I know it's a stretch, but
and then from there, Kobe could have took over. Kobe could have took over from there. They could have got rid of Shaq because it wouldn't have looked bad to get rid of Shaq at that time. They could have or tell Shaq whatever. It wouldn't have looked bad. They could have lost maybe in 07, but how would they would have lost in 07? But they would have lost Phil though too. I don't think Phil would have stayed there as long as Phil. I think Phil would have took a break like he did.
Nah, Phil left. Phil left because Shaq left. He wasn't trying to stay there with Kobe toxic ass. That's literally what he talked about in his book. He left because of the Shaq situation.
Why did he come back
after
then?
Kobe apologized?
Why did he
Kobe
come
had
back
to go
then?
and
Why did he
apologize to
come
this
back?
man for him to come back.
Why did he come back?
He getting paid millions of dollars, nigga. That's why.
He was getting paid $1 million then.
So who's gonna say no to millions of more dollars?
He apologized.
And we all know
because they got each other blessing.
We all know Jeannie be doing her job. That's what it was. Jeannie did her job. Jeannie did her job.
What we say the other day, New World? Bill was 9-0 till Kobe tried to beat him in.
Facts, nigga. Like you got 2 finals losses on his resume because of Kobe. Literally,
Back-to-back.
because of Kobe.
Let me ask George this, George. Would you have rather the Lakers win 7 championships alongside Kobe Bryant and Shaq? Now, mind you, that would have been the only championships Kobe would have had. He would have had those 7, and they would have called them all sidekick rings, right? I mean, you wouldn't have called it that, but that would have been the argument. Would have that been better for you as a Kobe fan, or are you okay with what you got now, the 5 championships, and winning 2 without Shaq?
I'm okay with it at now. Because Shaq should have been Shaq should have been the bigger man. And like when he left to go play with Wade, what did he do?
Yeah, no, he listened to Pat Riley. It took Pat Riley though. That's the whole point. It took Pat Riley. Shaq wouldn't have did that for Stan Van Gundy. He did that because of Pat Riley and Gary Payton too.
Yeah, because he was at the end of his rope too.
But I agree with you. Shaq did accept his role in Miami. He really did. He wasn't willing to do that in LA. That he was not willing to do it.
No, that's because he didn't have to in LA.
No, I know because he put
in
in the work. The same thing like Jordan said. I put in the work. I've been here. I was here from the beginning. I'm not changing up now.
No, my thing is like he still had a couple good seasons left. I believe if Shaq still was on the team until 07, 08, then Kobe would have been leading the team at that point. Shaq would have taken a step back. Phil Jackson and Shaq had a very good relationship. Shaq was going to do what Phil Jackson told him to do. It's just at the time, he wasn't ready to step back because he's still the best player in the league. He's still averaging 30 and 10. Why would he step back?
How the hell Kareem and Magic ain't step into this and say, hey, listen, y'all is like, we did it. Y'all can do it. Like, what's wrong with y'all?
You don't understand how stubborn these guys get, bro. These little
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Millionaires. To be honest with you, I put most of it on Kobe. They both get blamed, but I put it on Kobe. Dude, it's a lot of guys. Like with that Russell Westbrook, I know he can ball, but sometimes you get pissed off and all this. You don't want to play. You ain't take no. He could have stayed after practice and got his shot together, 3-point shot or something. I mean, it's like he didn't care. He was really pissed off and he felt disrespected and slighted. And once you do that to somebody, bro, it's like being in a marriage and you done cheated. Man, it's hard to keep going. Yeah,
you guys don't think you don't think Westbrook ever worked on his shot, like working on his 3-point shot? I just think he just can't really shoot.
No. I'm talking about
I don't think he don't work on his game really.
Yeah,
I think he rely on his athletic ability.
Right.
Westbrook.
Yeah. Hey, look how he was shooting. Actually, all he had to do was what he did when he went to Denver. Just make a couple of those. I mean, he was like trying to show everybody, like, see, I can shoot. And they was giving it to him, but he made more shots. Man, this dude looked like, he was all athleticism. It's like, dude, I wouldn't even step out the paint if he was on the 3-point line. Self-check.
And you know what? This is why I am the way I am, bro. Because, I was thinking about this.
Or athleticism either.
Yeah, like no, because this is why I am the way I am. Because I was because I was thinking about the conversation.
He can dribble. He can pass.
Yeah. He's great at basketball. But I was thinking about this. Listen, I was thinking about this conversation. This is the intro to the show. I'm gonna play it for y'all. This is about me talking about Joker versus Shaq. Again, if we're talking about the greatest players of all time, you base players off of their accomplishments. That is different. That's not the conversation we're having here. We're talking about who's better on the basketball court. About active players who haven't even solidified their careers yet. We're talking about who is better at basketball. That is required. Right. That requires the conversation of skill, sir, and who's better at basketball. And the way you sitting here and lying about how it's supposedly easier to score in today's NBA, and somehow hand checking stops players from scoring, and all this other. These are all lies. We can go back to any film from the 90s when the supposedly hand checking was around, and the 80s when the hand checking around. You're not gonna find nobody being hand checked. You're not gonna find none of these things. Not only that, what you will find. And I can prove here, and I can even load up the video, is people being called for hand checking. What video are you going to show? In the 90s, people getting called for hand checking Michael Jordan.
Which video are you going to show?
I'm going to show videos of Michael Jordan players getting called for hand checking Michael Jordan. They're going to call fouls because somebody's hand checking Michael Jordan, putting their hands on Michael Jordan.
You're going to bring up a specific play?
No, I'm going to bring up multiple plays where they're going to call hand checking.
Okay. Jordan. Hand check foul, Willie Anderson.
And you can see in the lower right and the left of your screen. 3 seconds. Jordan is fouled by Gerald Wilkins.
The ball over. Austin out on Caffey. Here's Brian Williams in the hands of Jordan. And another hand check.
As you can see.
Like, what does the hand check do if you get called for a foul?
Now, the reason I wanted to show y'all that was because Vision's argument was Shaq has to guard Akeem, David Robinson, Mutombo, right? Okay, when he said Akeem and David Robinson, those are two offensive dudes. I get that. But Mutombo and then like, okay, we heard what 2 Cent said about Russell Westbrook. If Russell Westbrook played in the 90s, he would be praised like they praised KJ. It's something about the last 15 to 20 years of basketball that we've gotten to this point that we feel comfortable accepting a player's flaws as that player's career. That's who he is. And then when we point out the flaws of the players who played back then, it's almost sounding like we're hating because back then those players' flaws were ignored. No one didn't care if a player couldn't do certain things or if he just did something, only one certain thing, like how y'all do Westbrook. They were praised for how good they were at the game of basketball. And I found that out when I was trying to remember the centers of today's NBA to counter that. And I thought to myself, well, wait a minute, what centers do we talk about like that that's great? And we really don't, even though there are great centers. Because if I bring up Joel Embiid, Joker, Sabonis, Karl Anthony Towns, that's 4 offensive centers. They can't name 4 offensive centers in the 90s. But if I tell you Karl Anthony Towns, Sabonis, you guys are going to laugh at me and tell me that like these guys you're going to start talking about their flaws and why they're not good at the game of basketball. But no one could do that to Mutombo. No one could do that for Alonzo Mourning. No one could do that for Rick Smits. No one could do that for George Mirison. A lot of bums who played in the 90s who were not good at basketball. Right? Yeah. But here it is. We're talking about Westbrook because he can't shoot. And it's not like he can't shoot. He just can't shoot as good as the players that are playing in his era. But he can score, pass, rebound, defend. He has a high IQ. He's a perfect floor general.
High motor.
But because the last 20 years has always been let's highlight a player's flaws, we've gotten to the point to where we have some great basketball players that we can't even compare to the legends because once you mention the name, people are going to associate it with flaws. Like nobody associates Barkley with flaws. Although he lost a lot. Right? Shaquille O'Neal. Y'all talk about LeBron losing, getting swept. Nobody mentioned Shaquille O'Neal being swept 6 times in NBA history, the most for any guy who won a league MVP. Yeah. Because nobody talked about a player's flaws 25 years ago. Nobody sat here and talked about that. When Kobe was airballing those balls, it was just Kobe being young. He'll eventually get better. He'll get better. They didn't even hold it against Kobe. But
31 league.
Exactly. By the time you get to that point, you don't get that. It's something that happened after 2010. Where it was like now
LeBron.
We can always point at play. We can't talk about DeRozan being good. We can't talk about Kyle Lowry being good. We can't talk about Rudy Gobert being good. We can't talk about nobody not being good because it's well, no, they can't do this. But as soon as we start making, everybody. As we start doing that to Dan Marley, we start doing that to James Worthy, we start doing that to Joe Dumars. Now all of a sudden we don't know basketball. And I think that that's why I said that there is truly a split discourse in basketball. There are those guys on the other side, which I call Zesty Jeffries, and then there's real basketball fans who just like talking the game. Yep. Like I don't see Wemby choking. Like I didn't know Wemby went. What was it? Where did he go last night? New World in the second half. What was his
9 to 25.
No, that was for the game, but he had. In the second half, he shot horrible. I think he was like 2 of 11 or something like that, or like 3 of 14, some crazy number like that in the second half. Okay. Cause no, exactly, that's what it was. He was 3 of 14 because he was 6 of 10 at halftime. I remember that. So he was 6 of 10 at halftime. He ended up, like you said, 9 of 25. So he was whatever. Oh yeah, damn, 3 of 15 in this. But it never dawned on me. It just never did. Because I was just watching the game. I'm only looking for the good. I'm not looking for the bad.
Yo. Yeah, you're not hate watching.
Hey, I was just about to say something on that. I try not to be that guy, that bitter, older, hating dude. It's disgusting to listen to, man. I mean, when they do that hating stuff, oh, you couldn't play in this era and this, that, and other, it's a bunch of bull crap. Now, it's some of the exceptions to the rules that came out the gate fast. LeBron, Kevin Garnett, and them guys like that. Yeah, they play in anybody era. But we're not talking about the exceptions to the rules because we know the league is not full of LeBron James or Steph Curry. But what the hating come in when the older guy, the older guys, here's where the problem come in. They're being too ornery. They're being too, even if that is, you don't let it come out your mouth. We do kind of look at the guys now. It's like I'm a senior in high school. I know you're good. You smoking, man, middle school. You're very good. You're talented and all this, that, and other. Look how many points. But if you take him and put him up there with us, you getting smoked, dude. You don't know. I'm telling you, it was a combat sport at this time. And people like, oh, hand checking. Man, go to the Y. Dude, you get moved around like you ain't even there. You can't go nowhere. Yeah, you can go to the Y right now.
I wasn't allowed in the Y, man. We were black. They never let black folks into the YMCA. We were never allowed in the YMCA, man. They never let black folks in there.
It's disrespectful, man. These guys are
3-4 black kids walking in there. They like, oh, man. What are y'all doing here? Can y'all show me y'all membership? Like, damn, you just want to play some basketball. But you know what? I don't mind the old heads, man. Like, I really don't. The only thing that I have a problem with the old heads is when they try to enforce it on the younger crowd. Instead of just telling the younger crowd, that's y'all, that's what y'all do. I'm different. I like it like this. I'm cool. Like, that's fine. Like, Rex does that. Rex is a very old school man. But he doesn't care what the younger crowd does it. You can be your old self because that's what makes you a man. You have your principles, you have your values, and you stand on them, right? At one point in time, those principles and values meant something. And it really doesn't change because it's 50 years later, right? They still principles and values you hold. So I really don't, because I'm old. Shit, I'm 45. I can't, like,
man, George,
no, I'm not as old as you and George. I'm just not as old as you and George. That's all it is.
Man, George, y'all got to stop acting like these old heads don't be out here on these platforms lying about Michael Jordan's career.
They do. They
don't know a lot.
No, they do. They do.
No, there's a lot of
they
shit
do,
about his
but
career they don't know. Games they don't know about.
They do.
Shit they didn't know
but
about.
Those are the ones, like I said, those are the ones that I don't like, Juan Boy, because those are the,
yeah, me neither.
Because they don't have to lie to you, one another. They easily could talk to one about Michael Jordan. They don't have to lie because they're talking to younger people. And that's why I say you gotta leave the young people alone. Be the old dude that's just old and accept his ways just like me. I'm never gonna get into no argument about somebody to tell me Future is better than Nas. Just not gonna do it.
You know why they lie?
Just not.
You
like, okay, you're young. Future's your generation.
Yeah, justify lying.
No, I know why.
No. I can tell you why they're lying.
Yeah.
I can tell you why. I don't condone it, but
why they're lying?
I'm still resentful. I'm Gen X, so I'm resentful. It's a group called the Boomers. These suckers, they're still in power today. Dude, they lied to us so much. Bro, they lied to us so much. Man,
hey, the Gen X people hate the baby boomers so bad, bro. It's so funny to me when they hate the baby boomers.
Yeah, but see, the thing about it, boomers hate all young people. And they still in power. I'm telling you, after 10 years, everything's going to be okay. Because boomers won't have, even if they got the money, it don't matter. You don't understand how they hoarded the property, the wheels, the trust, the land, and all that. These are people like your Donald Trumps and all them people. These are called boomers.
Yep.
And all they do is lie and try to dictate and make you. They would love to see your ass walk to school barefooted in the snow. Everybody heard them bullcrap stories. But man, no, bro, they lie. Dude, I still hate.
You ain't lying about that. You ain't lying about that, 2 Cent. They are the generation that finagled the system to benefit them, and then looked at the next generation like, yeah, you need to figure it out. Like, wait a minute, bitch. Like how? Yeah. Like they did us so wrong. My mama's generation, that's the baby boomer generation. People was born in the 50s and shit, in the 40s and the 50s. They're the worst, bro. You right about that. They are bad, bro. They didn't leave us nothing. They done messed up wills, trusts, mortgages, all kind of stuff, bro.
Yeah, they horrible people, man. These people went through Vietnam and civil rights and bro, they are so bitter. They won't let the younger generation do what they need to do and move past and not have to have that silly stuck mindset. And they get on here lying and like this, he did this and did it that way, and he had 2 jobs playing NBA. I mean, dude, stop with it. Time has moved on. But like I said, less than 10 years, we will not have this problem. People like a Donald Trump, they have no power and no say-so. They're in a rest home and can't talk. And guess what? All them young people, we about to spend all their money. Bro, they hoarded it. Good times are coming. Just know that.
His kids gonna knock him off.
Yeah,
nah, they're gonna die. Nah, they're gonna pass away by themselves. They're not living to 90 and
I ain't gonna lie though. I'm scared. I'm scared of the generation born after 2005. My son is born in 2007. They don't care about nothing. These kids don't give a damn about nothing, man. These kids, they're not trying to work hard. And I'm not saying like it's a bad thing. They just don't see the purpose in it. They just like, man, I ain't finna do all this. I saw all y'all idiots. Like if it ain't quick investment, quick turnaround, quick situations for them, they're not interested. And I don't know how that's gonna work for the future. Because sometimes you gotta trust the process. Sometimes you just gotta trust the process. If Philadelphia can do it, shit, you can do it, right? But these kids, it's a microwave society for them. They want it instantly. They just want to be able to put something in the door, close it, hit a button, and then it comes out like it's supposed to at the end of the service. That's why they love 3D printing. These motherfuckers love to print everything now. They don't even like shopping. No, I just make it on a 3D printer. Boop, that's it. They don't make no sense, bro. So it's gonna be a crazy future for sure. But the NBA's in good hands. We all know that. We got the alien Wembanyama. He's gonna develop his game. LeBron is almost out the door, so that's gonna be a celebration there. So again, that's what we're gonna be. And obviously, if you like what we're doing here in GOAT James Kingdom, we're gonna continue to be here in the future. Support the content, man. I'm A Johnny the Exposer. I'm just one half of GOAT James Kingdom. My partner. Hey, you know why they think I'm gay there, Juan boy? Because I keep calling Brandon my partner. They think by me calling him my partner, that means I'm calling him my partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a part of the LGBT community. They should call their boyfriends boyfriends. They call their girlfriends girlfriends. I don't know what a partner is. I thought it was all natural stuff. Why you gotta call it a partner? I don't call my wife my partner. She's my wife.
Will it be cool? Will it be cool to call Brandon your co-host?
Yeah,
that's true. But the reason I
then.
call him my the reason I call him my partner is because we're not just co-hosts. We actually run a company together. We are partners. He's my business partner. That's what I really trying to say. He's my business partner. He and I have a business together. GOAT James Kingdom is incorporated. It's an actual entity. So it's not just YouTube stuff that we do together. So, even though YouTube is our main money hub and all that other stuff, but yeah, I have to change that. You're right, George, right? I got to change it. It sounds zesty, right? It's really zesty to say that, right? I got to do better, man. I got to do better. But I'm ready to end tonight's show, man, because it was actually fun, man. I can't wait for tomorrow night. Listen, guys, if you like what we do here, catch us tomorrow night on the FYF Sports Debate, TikTok Takeover Live with GOAT James Kingdom. We're going to do play-by-play reaction of the game, pre-game talk, all kind of stuff. So it's going to be a great day tomorrow. The game starts at 8:30 Eastern, so we'll be live about 8 o'clock tomorrow night on TikTok. That's where Lamont and I, the GJK Assassins, and obviously all the people who support us get together on TikTok, talk about the game of basketball. That's every Saturday night. Obviously, tonight's show was about how the TikTok Takeover Live last night had a debate between Blind Vision, which is called Vision Time on TikTok. Y'all can go follow the young man over there. He's a big-time Jordan fan, has a bunch of Jordan Zesty Jeffrey fans on his side. But last night, it was a wrap for him as I officially got my one-on-one debate with him. And I guess some of y'all say got away with a very slim margin victory. But again, the votes all went my way. That's why I'm the champ. Today, I stand strong as the undefeated debate champion when it comes to the GOAT debate. I would like to have other conversations and other debate about basketball, but people always want to debate me about the GOAT because people love to hear how LeBron's the GOAT. And after hearing LeBron's the GOAT, you wake up the next morning feeling like this. There's not enough Robitussin and an aspirin to take away the pain of finding out LeBron James is the GOAT after you spend the majority of your life trying to prove he isn't the GOAT.
But like I said, man, it's the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposure. I come out every Friday night to do this with you guys. This is the place where the Zesty Jeffrey Cemetery resides. I want to thank all you fine gentlemen for supporting me here, including the GJK members, the GJK assassins, even all my detractors, all the people who think that I'm a corny dude who show up here like an idiot every Friday. So shout out to y'all, man. Again, shout out to you, George. Thank you for being a good sport today, man. Thanks for the, again, just for being yourself. That's all we could ask. Shout out to you, 2 Cent. Shout out to you, Iron Man. Shout out to you, Juan Boy. Shout out to Inside. Shout out to New World. Shout out to Ochi, Olo, Lamont. All of you dudes who support what we do here in Goat James Kingdom. All of you guys in the comments. Shout out to Phillip, Keep It 100, Najee, Iron Man 32. All of you guys, man. It's always great having you guys. And with that being said, we're going to get up out of here. Peace and blessings from the Goat James Kingdom platform. I'm A. Johnny the Exposer. We're going to leave you with the Adrenaline Rush song straight from GJK Assassins. You have now been exposed by the Exposer. Peace and blessings, y'all.
Jordan fan packs by the Ziplocs, tossing grams like I flip big pot. Discourse I ran from hip-hop, made just force their hands on TikTok. All that crying in front line for nothing, they cause a stand to get dropped. Every day with the squad, I stay on my job, and these bosses' plans won't get stopped. I'm through with the talking, speed up the process, them dudes gon' cost them. They'll be viewing the lost kid in a suit in the coffin, and I'm doing this often. The elephant in the room keeps the same energy, and I knew when I walked in. You clowns are fake, talking T-1000 up and Brown and Kobe losing to Boston. I hear go capitalizing. This OG tells old cats to stop. I'll post facts that's hot. Y'all scroll past my spot and stroll past my slots. When y'all said go back and watch. Michael Jordan is not the GOAT. I know that cause I've watched him close. No man-to-man D, gambled on D and way too small to lock the post. No yo-yo, must have chopped the yoke. Ain't gonna lie, the house with dope. Week on left and the shot was broke. Missed more than his team when he shot the most. Athletic peak was by 7 years. Couldn't really drive with the messed up gears. Fuck yesteryear, the best is here. THJ wants wreck this year. Adrenaline rush. I got bars with hot songs and hooks with the skills. Going on TikTok looking for meals to cook on the grill once I put it in the film. Adrenaline rush. I ain't trying to hear what y'all claim for this ghost shit. Talking about the game like you know it. But you're lame and you're bogus, cause you rather say it than show it. Beat switch. Watch film, no they don't, no they don't. Tell them to get game film and no they won't, no they won't. Too stuck in the 90s to show they growth. Stone Age folks trying to hold the post. If Willie ain't lying, Witty is crying. Bigger stepping, gonna get the cabin. I stay fed up when they let face fed up. The most ignorant should quit the yapping. GJK, keep it fucking like O-Cheese, FYF, we ain't dummies like O-Cheese. We be pleading to our buddies like, bro, please show Kobe not being money in 03. Game film is provided for all. If you don't see what they say, they're lying to y'all. Dusty Beans hit the loudest the ball. Motor cries in the cars, he drops to the mall. Jeffrey fans get the most disrespect, but real by fans, showing the best. His zesty ass growth, the kid and flexing. He'll kiss a man when he goes stripping next. I love the game with no attached emotions. Rob Palake Nation, back in motion. Stats I'm posting, all just facts I'm showing. Playing PS5, sipping, yak and smoking. Sports fluent, ain't fluent in sports. At least not the one that we view on the court. I'm true to the sports. Funny film, YouTube is the source that I'm using, of course. One boy on the track and he switched the flow up. With just impact, should I pick the roll up or low? When inside, go and get your own Dutch. Let's see how many of bricks will show up. 2 for 22 backs is the bricks is thrown up. They can tell us how many clicks we spoke up. Brian navigated strings on, pick and roll stuff, cats and shoot for gangsters, switch and go nuts. Seen Brown with skills from 5 positions. The film I've scribed and written is gonna kill these guys that's ditching. The illest. Hey doctor, can't sell out my prescription. So like Magic Johnson, I've gotta deal with my condition. Adrenaline rush, I got bars with hot songs and hoops with the skills. Going on TikTok looking for meals to cook on the grill once I put on the bill. Adrenaline rush, I ain't trying to hear what y'all claim for this ghost shit. Talking about the game like you know it, but you're lame and you bogus. So you rather say it than show it. Adrenaline rush, I got bars with hot songs and hoops with the skills. Going on TikTok looking for meals to cook on the grill once I put on the bill. Adrenaline rush, I ain't trying to hear what y'all claim for this ghost shit. Talking about the game like you know it, but you're lame and you bogus. Cause you rather say it than show it. Adrenaline rush.
Peace and blessings, y'all. Shout out to all the GJK assassins, man.